Check, is this thing on? Always check if it's on, especially if you're me, you know what I mean? Because you never know. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious assets with me, and that is your top. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby! I was seeing in the group, we got 2 birthdays today. 2 people have a birthday. Shout out to Lifer Friend, man. We're going to light up a candle for Lifer Friend. Let's get it going here. Let's get it going. I'm probably going to burn myself up, but hey, don't do this at home. Jamie, is this okay? Can I do this? Always have to double check. Shout out to Lifer Friend, man. We love you. Here's a beautiful candle. I'm going to have a little bite of this chocolate pretzel. Have something sweet and salty with me if you can. Lifer Friend, man. Blow this out, baby. Let me know how you feel, baby. Blow this thing out. Love you, brother. For life, man. For life. For life. For life. I never turn my back on a lifer. The only people, if you turn your back on me, you can turn your back on me, but I'll never turn my back on a lifer, man. I love each and every one of the lifers. God bless you all. Let's get the lemon into the water. Let's get it going. I broke fast. It was so amazing. Had some short ribs with the wife. Although short ribs are very fatty. I didn't realize it was a very fatty meal. A lot of fat on the bones there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, man. Happy birthday to everybody here on the live. My birthday's next week. Super excited. So I know what it's like, man. I'm an Aries baby. Shout out to my Aries babies out there. Appreciate each and every one of you. And the Aries, man, we're crazy. We're a crazy bunch. If you know an Aries, you know we're a crazy bunch. A lot of energy. We come at you hard. We got a lot of... We can have some ups, we can have some downs. We're very extreme in our emotions. I am, at least. You know what I mean? You definitely want to double-cross an Aries. You double-cross an Aries, woo! Probably the worst sign to get involved with. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, man. I cried today. You unfollowed me on Twitter. Mask? Who's Mask? I didn't unfollow anyone, man. That's so crazy. I don't unfollow people, man. It's so insane. My team does stuff. I don't know if my team does it. I don't run my Twitter account. I just want to make it clear. I don't run all my social media accounts at all. I have a team doing it for me. I have 5 employees, okay? People run my Twitter, my socials, all right? I attempt to get up there as much as I can, and I do send things to Twitter, but I don't run my Twitter account. Did you really cry? Did you really cry today? Are you serious? Is that for real? Are you doing an April Fool's joke or something? I don't even know. I don't even know, man. People... I've been through a lot this afternoon, I have to tell you. Super chats, Mask from Lifer Friend. God bless you. Thank you so much for doing the super chats. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Let's take a look at what's happening here with Bitcoin. Everybody wants to know. Remember what I said this morning? I said it's likely we go sideways or, and all we have to do, we'll talk about the 4 hour in a second, but let's take a look at it. And I did lose my futures trade. I've been getting hit off on my futures trades. All right. I'm back to 900. Kind of sad. I was up to 1,070 and I should have just kept it. But you know what? I overtraded on a weekend, which I should have known. Just Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, leave it alone. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, leave it alone. But I was getting a little nitpicky there. I also had near here. Wanted to hold the trend, but it didn't. Then you get stopped out. The whole point is you should get stopped out if a trend doesn't hold. Just something to think about. That's like a good lesson. You make your trend. If the trend doesn't hold, you get stopped out. It is a double bottom here for near, and I still like what I'm seeing, but it is what it is. Let's break down Bitcoin, all right? And you know me, I just bought $3,500 worth of Bitcoin right here on the lows during the live stream in that wickage. I bought down there at about, what, 28,200, I think I went in there. Should have got lower, but it's cool. I thought I was buying $900. I don't know if you noticed. I ended up buying $3,500 worth this morning. MEX Global will reset it to like a bigger amount. Shout out to MEXC. MEXC is doing something amazing. They're bringing their spot fees to zero for the limited time being. They're saying indefinite. They're not saying when they're going to bring them back. But right now, there's no spot fees on MEXC, baby. I'm just telling you, no spot on MEXC. So when you think about it, it's pretty outrageous, pretty cool that they're not going to do any spot fees. I mean, you're new, you're just getting in. Like I bought that Bitcoin today, didn't have to pay any fees. Basically the only exchange I could do that on. So pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Is XRP getting some love? We're going to talk about XRP in a second. We're going to break it down, show you what I see happening for XRP. I got a few other coins on the radar that I'm looking at tonight that may be pretty sweet. We'll break it down. Shout out to the 312 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And we're going to break down Bitcoin in the weekly. What we do really, this is not a normal stream because it's Sunday night. And every Sunday night we go over Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. Why? We want to know what's happening. We look at the S&P, we look at the dollar index, and we get ready for the week ahead. So it's a pretty big stream. It really sets the precedent and the tone as we head into Monday morning and get you ready for what's happening. MEXC is my cast. Oh, MEXC is amazing, baby. And I'm saying they have Caspa, baby, to the upside, banging on them. That's why I love MEXC, because they just have the coins that you just can't get anywhere else. You just can't get it anywhere else. Shout out to anyone here. If you jump on in, I have an exclusive campaign here on MEXC, the Crypto Lifer campaign. Jump on 26 days left. If you deposit $500, you will receive a reward of 10. Over 3,000 or 30,000, receive a reward of 10 or 40, and up to 150,000 or more, like 10,000 or 100,000, you get up to 30 USDT, and then you also get entered to win into one of these things where you get up to 9,100 in futures events. Also, remember their maker 0 fee, their taker 0.1 fee, and their taker here at 0.02. And they just made these spot fees down to 0. I got an email saying, hey, spot fees are down to 0 for the limited time being. This is an older link. So spot fees down to 0, man, on MEXC. I got the email this morning. I woke up. I was like, is that real? Unbelievable. And it bugged me out. Let me see if I can find it here. I get this email this morning. I posted it to the trading group. It says, Dear MEXC, in conjunction with MEXC 5th anniversary, in appreciation to our users, Support MEXC will be offering 0 trading fees for all spot trading pairs starting April 1st. And no, that wasn't April Fool's trick. I thought it was an April Fool's joke. Applicable pairs, all spot trading pairs, dude. All of them. End time until further notice. So, hey, you're just getting started. You don't want to pay a lot of fees. MEXC is the place to be. I'm telling you right now, link in the description below. I'll put the link right here and pin it. If you want to jump on in today to MEXC. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right. Also, it's going to be the spot for you. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. You're going to love it worldwide, baby. Worldwide. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Hugging 28,000 all day long. Let's see what's happening here. So let's move this aside, right? Push this up. I did get stopped out of the trade. I put it in here. We got stopped out on the double bottom, but so far it's holding the zone at 27,800. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. I'm going to show you what I see happening. We did go basically sideways, though. You know what I mean? Like, that was a tiny futures trade, whatever. But for the most part, like, we didn't do a massive dump. We didn't do a massive pump. Sideways. We've basically been sideways for most of the time, right? So let's get rid of the moving averages for a second. And again, I haven't changed my tune, right? I've been saying the same thing for days on days on days on days. The 3-day likely where? What is the 3-day likely going to do, everybody? What is the 3-day likely going to do? It's going to pump up to the 200 SMA right there, somewhere around this region, 31,500, 33,000 area, somewhere in the zone. I could see this price action moving to the upside. We have a bigger trade. We have a smaller trade. Remember, this is the bigger trade that's still open. Entering here with a stop loss at 26,500 or 26,750. Take profit's going to take you to about 31,005. That stands. That stands. So we'll keep coming back to that until we don't have to. Actually, let me find that. There it is right there. You can right-click it. I can group it. And just that way I know what it is. And then I can rename it and just call it the long. Where did it go, though? I think I accidentally, yeah. There you go. Rename. Oh, no, I did remove. My eyesight's going, man. When remove looks like rename, you know you got a problem. I mean, it's pretty close, but I just looked at the RE and the E at the end, but yikes. My eyesight's getting weak. I stare at the charts all day long, constantly doing this. I'm telling you, I'll be honest with everybody. The last, I'll be 4 years in September. I've been running the YouTube channel, and day in, day out, my eyes are starting to go a little bit. Sad to say, but it's true. I can't read menus like I could when I'm at a restaurant anymore. I need more light. I'm unable to read words that my wife could read, and I used to be able to read these words a long time ago. I can't read them anymore. Kind of sad. But, I mean, when you use your eyes as much as I do on the charts, you're going to burn something in your body. Like, nothing is free. Nothing is free. So remember, I sacrifice a lot of things just to get what I do, just to do what I do, and nothing is free in this life. Remember that. So look, let's take a look here. I could see price action pumping. I don't like the tweezer tops here on the 3-day, and I don't like the bearish divergence on the 3-day chart too. And a chance we have a massive dump to the downside, and I've showed everybody this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So I went over the bearish and the bullish tone yesterday in depth last night. That's what I love about this channel. When we dump down to the downside, see, if we break this level, I'm going to switch bearish. But only if we break this level will I switch to a bear and then start trading down to this area here. But if we stay above this, this diagonal trend line, I remain bullish. I remain bullish at hand. All right. I remain bullish. I'm going to delete all my work again. I like to see it nice and fresh. Also, if you're new, I think it's kind of cool for you to see me just build exactly what I'm looking at. So here it is again. It's been a very simple TA zone, not like all the other last times. And then we have this zone here. So we have previous resistance at 21,000, 25,200, right? And then we've been respecting the zone, and lately we've been just trading the range, right? We talked about that on when I was on Debate Crypto about a few weeks back, right? Or about 10 days now, I think. And we just been trading the range. Just trading the range, baby, trading the range. So here. And this is what I see happening for bitty Bitcoin, just staying in the zone, right? So this is where we're at on the 3-day chart. And then I flip on the moving averages. Stop. Not the order blocks. Yeah, there you go. Flip on my moving average, and you can see we could pump up here to this area. Our next resistance point is going to be somewhere around 31,800, 750 area. So it's likely we can get up to that zone based on how I see price action pump up to these 200 SMAs. And a lot of times the oscillators are overbought when it happens. They're pretty spent. However, I want you to see something. We are just crossing the dotted line here. Let's zoom into to how the stochastics look. Are they turning bearish? No, look, they're pushing up still. It's a bullish sign, right? They're not turning down on us yet, and they're just crossing the dotted line. Let's go over Bitcoin probabilities. Let's go count 10 times when we got above the dotted line on the 3-day chart, and let's see what happens. Right there, we got above the dotted line, and Bitcoin pumped from 7,400 all the way up to 10,005. That's a $3,000 move, all right? Right here, we got above the dotted line, and Bitcoin pumped from 3,800 all the way up to 14,000. So that's one move. That's two move. Here we got above the dotted line. Okay, that one we also got above the dotted line right there, and we pumped from 68 all the way up to about 9,900. So $3,000 move. So far, look, above the dotted line here, pump. And I'm isolating this area. Above the dotted line here, pump. Above the dotted line here, pump. We got above the dotted line right here. Bitcoin pump from 9,100 all the way up to 12,000. So about a 30% move almost, right, so far. Let's continue to move. Let's just find out the probabilities here of every time we get above the dotted line. Here we got above the dotted line right there. And what you can do is you got a vertical line when you hit above the dotted line, like right there. Look what happened. Bitcoin would pump from 23,900 all the way up to when it got peaked to there. And about, wow. I mean, that was a $11,000, $12,000, $13,000 move on 2,100. Here's another time we got above the dotted line right there on the 3-day, and boom, another big move from 39 all the way up to 52. So you're seeing, are you starting to see a pattern here? Here we got above the dotted line on the 3-day chart. Look what happened. We went from 56,000 all the way up to 69,000. And now here we're in a bear trend, but still we got above the dotted line right there. and there was a tiny little push to the upside from about 39 all the way up to about 47. Still a pretty hefty move. Here we got above the dotted line on the 3-day, and we went, you could say we didn't get above the dotted line until we were about at 41,000, and we went to 47,000. That's $8,000. That's still 20%. Here we never got above the dotted line. It didn't happen. Here we got above the dotted line, right about there, and we went from 19,000 all the way up to 25. Here we got above the dotted line right there. Have I made my point? Have I made my point? So we're like 14 for 14 or something, 8 for 8, 9 for 9. Every single time the 3-day chart gets above this dotted line, Bitcoin moves, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong, everybody? Am I making this up? Or is it something, can everyone see this clear as day? I try to make it really clear what I do so you see like, okay, I get what he's doing. He sees the high probability and he's going to take it. Now, nothing is guaranteed. And Bitcoin could easily dump right all the way down. Nothing is guaranteed. Shout out to Stack Big Chain. Shout out to everybody here. Another squeezer. The shorts are insanely high on the longs. Too many shorts against the longs. Yet again, too many people are bearish. Too many people are bearish. I live in Tulsa for 3 years. I don't miss the weather, but I miss the people. It was so tough today, but you kept moving after your Bitcoin post. Stay calm in the 99. So I did, and I'm in gains now after buying low, bro. I can't believe you pulled it off, dude. So you pulled off a long. Shout out to PS5 pulling off a long, man. May God bless you, man, for sticking with it. Thank you for sending me your picture, man. I seen you. That's so cool. When I come to Dubai, you're going to be one of the first people I hit up, man. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. Okay, we have a big old... Ooh, we're flying. We're flying here. So we have more liquidity to the upside. It says we go to 28,600. There's just more liquidity up here. This does say we go to 28,600. That's what BOOKMAP suggests. We have a little, some skimping down here. We might just... But it's bigger up here, and we see more liquidity. All right? When we shrink it down, we see where is the bigger... Yeah, we see how this is all kind of pretty even. Right there is a pretty even, though. Pretty fat blob, though. So because it's closer, there's a chance that we kind of skip on up into this area, and we get a bit of a short squeeze. Let's look at the liquidation indicator in a second. Yeah. So I hope you are excited. The 3-day chart suggests that we can get to the 200 SMA. And I've been long as we stay above this area here. All right. Areas to look for, or if you pull a Fibonacci, right here, see this 786 area, which coincides with 21,800, would be a beautiful place to load up. I have an order down there just in case. Why not? You know what I mean? Let me see how many. I'll show you the orders that I got going on. Let's see the orders on my spot trade here. Spot trader. He's a spot trader. Navigator. So look, 20,005, 21,5, 25,200. I got my orders 1,600, 2,000, 2,000. I got my orders for Bitcoin down there. About $6,000 for Bitcoin in that area. Okay. And I bought some SDAO today. I bought $1,000 worth of SDAO. You can see at 57. I'll let you have that. I was only going to give it to my lifers, but you saw it. So it is what it is. I bought a little bit of SDAO on the lows, and I think I'm going to buy a little more when the time is right. Shout out to everybody here. Why SDAO? I'm going to talk about it at the end of the stream. I'm going to tell you why I bought some SDAO and break it down. I'll tell you what it is. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Hey, I could pass away tomorrow. You never know what could happen to me. So I'm just doing what I believe is right at the time based on my conviction and my research. We'll see what happens in the next few years, whether these Bitcoin buys I made in public are going to be big. That Bitcoin I bought at 19,000, is it going to pay me? Is it going to go up to 100 grand? Will I make $80,000 to $100,000 off of that Bitcoin buy in 2 years? Making me 50 grand a year off that one buy. So if in 2 years, 2.5 years, we get to 100K, that $19,000 buy, oh my gosh, it's going to be a nice down payment on something, or maybe I'll hold it for collateral. You never know. I believe Bitcoin holders will never have to sell. We'll be able to hold it for collateral. Right now, it's a little weary. We're away from the 21-day moving average. You see that? 3 days is going to have to go. So we're going to have to go more sideways, or there's a chance that we do have to break this trend. And we could make a flag like so and bounce right here off of 20. Everyone's waiting for this 25,200. There's so many orders there. I'm not the only person with orders down there. So you have to kind of take that into account as well. All right. 3-day chart. When is the next 3-day candle close? Let's take a look at that. Wow. So tomorrow night on Monday. So in 23 hours and 31 minutes, this candle will close. Let's take a look at the weekly for a hot second here. Yeah, I'll duplicate it and go over to the weekly. But I'm not done there. I'm not done with that yet. I'm not done with that. We're going to break down the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and really get back into what I had going on and then show you if I see anything happening right now. Let's break it down. Let's take a look at BTC USD on the all-time history index. If I could not typo for a minute here. And all I want, yeah, that's why. Index here. Boom. Okay. And I've been doing work here too. Just grinding. All right, so here. Pumping up to that 200 SMA. And look, the 50 about to cross the 80 in the 100. That's a really good sign. The 21 crossing these. I'm a moving average guy. I'm telling you, I use my moving averages almost more than anyone else I really see. I love them. And they can teach you a real story behind the scenes that most people will never see or will not pay attention to. So it will blow your mind. All right. We got a bearish order block. We got to get back out of there. Also, I got another idea here. The Gaussian channel. I've talked about the 8-day Gaussian channel here. And I'm going to show you something very interesting about it. Every time we break back into the red zone, we don't leave it. We do not leave it. Look, this is Bitcoin's signature move here. All right. And it's been going on ever since Bitcoin was way back here. We have a bear market special. We dip. We slip back into this red zone. And then we come out on the other side. All right. Look. Bear with me. We get a bear market special. We zip. We get back into the red zone. We do not stop until we get back to the other side. It's like the Gaussian channel is like honey or glue or molasses. Once you get in there, it pulls you right in and sucks you all the way through, and you just can't get out of it. It's like you're stuck. You know what I mean? Here we are again. We were out in the sweet spot. We got back into the Gaussian channel. We got boop, 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 and we were through it. Where do you think we are now? Let's break it down. We were out in the sweet spot, and what did we do? We bumped back into the Gaussian channel. It's very likely we get back above the zone. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys think is going to happen? Anyone else ever seen the 8-day Gaussian? Or is this the first time? Shout out to anyone that may or may not have just jumped on in. And if you've never seen this before, definitely something you want to take into account. I mean, again, just because it happened before doesn't mean it happens in the past, but it is a deadly accurate indicator. It has never been wrong for Bitcoin. It has never been wrong. So we'll see. We will see. Shout out to a dingo, ate my Satosho. Appreciate you for coming on into the live. Thank you for being here. So there you go, the 8-day. I mean, there's a reason why I'm seeing it. First time, never. First time, never. Lifer. When would be a good spot to enter a long now? I would never tell you when to enter. I don't know why people ask me when to enter and exit trades. I'll show you when I'm doing it. I'm taking you skydiving when you come. I can't do that, man. I will never do that. Nope. You will never get me to skydive. Never gonna happen. Never. I'm being honest. Never. Something that I've thought about many times. Some people almost invited me. You know why? I watched this girl. She did it. And something happened to her parachute. Her whole left side was shattered. What a sweetheart, man. I watched this documentary. I love you, brother. But you will never get me. I am, number one, I'm deadly afraid of heights. Like I shake. I'll get sick. Like, I will have no fun. I want nothing to do with it. I love you that you're bringing me, you would like to do that, but I would never jump out of a plane. And you can call me a wimp all you want. I don't care. I got 2 kids and a wife, man. You know what I mean? I'd rather fight like 10 men with knives than jump out of a plane. So you can call me a wimp all you want, but like, you know what I mean? At least there I'm on the ground and I can find my way, man. You know what I mean? But I ain't jumping out of no plane, man. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Just not happening. Just not happening. No way. Height is my issue, but diving, yeah. Skydiving wasn't that fun for me. I prefer a ride in a 2-seat pitch. Yeah, man. Lifer, how about a round of golf? Anytime, man. Anytime. I love to play some golf with you. I got some clubs. We can hang out. No, I just got some new golf shoes that I really like. I can't wait to bring these out. I can't wait to bring these out, dude. I wore them only once right at the end of the season. I wore these because I bumped into my buddy, and he owns a golf course. One of my friends, he owns a golf course. I met him through the channel, so you can't hate on me. It happened from being a lifer. The lifers are really cool people. One of the lifers owns a golf course. And so look at this. These are amazing Pumas, and these things can go in and out. They're like, there's something special about these. Anyway, didn't get much use out of these. I can't wait to get them. So yes, I'll take you on some golf. I ain't jumping out of a plane, though. Okay, let's get back into brass tacks. Let's talk about the weekly candle. Glow. Everybody, let's get ready for the weekly candle glow. Yes, we lost another one. I love when people leave when I do this. I love it. Peace out. Peace out. We do it every single week for the last year and a half, 2 years. If you don't know, you don't know. If you do, now you do, baby. We do it. All the new people are like, wait. I do this every single week. We do the weekly candle close. If you didn't know, now you do. Get with it. Get with it, baby. Get with it. This ain't your average YouTuber, man. I ain't like all y'all other YouTubers. I'm not the same as everybody else. Figure it out. Woo! All right? How's that, boy? How's that? How's that? My wife's like, what's happening? I'm freaking out, babe. I just can't take it anymore. I'm sick of living in the box that you want me to live in. I will never live in your box. I will never live in a box. I will always do something different with my life. It is what it is. I'm sorry that I'm not the perfect person you want me to be. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, man. May God bless each and every one of you. Shout out to Lifer Friend, man. I love you, Lifer Friend. May you be a lifer for life, brother. God bless you all, man. Get in the box and eat the bugs. Exactly. You'll have nothing to be happy. Anyway. Any wheezy. Let's get ready for the Bitcoin and the weekly candle close, shall we? I love when people are like, and I'm gone. I'm like, okay, bye. Oh, look at the 3-day turning green now. It's a really good sign. Look at the 3-day chart turning green. It's pretty cool, right? It was a red candle a second ago. Indecision doji. We got 23 hours to clean this up. We want to see, I mean, number one, if it closes above here, it's above resistance. Look at the 3-day resistance is sitting at 28,000 even. So we close above 28,000 on the 3-day chart, which is tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, we might have to do the 3-day candle close. I might just bounce in. I think I am. I might have to bounce in tomorrow night for the 3-day candle close because it's going to be pretty substantial. We'd love to get back above this resistance at 28,500, right? That's going to be the area. So right now, we're between 28 and 28.5. And you can see this is a 3-day chart because like the 3-day has support right here and resistance right here. And we are just teetering on the edge. All right, let's take a look at our weekly candle close and break it down for you, though. Let's talk about it. I like to double check. I like to look at it. And just we sit down and we discuss the weekly candle. That's what Sunday night is for. All right. So we opened at $26,618. The high was $29,182.10. The low was $26,527.13. And the candle would close at $28,189.84. Not too shabby. We would close back above 28K. And you can see where is our weekly support and resistance levels to watch. I mean, technically, we closed the candle back above these two candles. Indecision candle in a way. Look, wick on either side shows heavy indecision on the weekly. Very interesting. Another thing I want to talk about. Once you get it back above the 200 SMA on the weekly, you're likely to get a bit of a move to the upside. That is the end of the bearishness. You know what I mean? Once you get back above the weekly, usually you never went below. Here you went below a little bit, but you didn't close a candle below it. This is the first bear market that we close candles below the weekly 200 SMA. And a lot of people think, oh, we didn't get enough max pain from here. I'll tell you what, this wasn't the high. I'm going to show you something right now that happened. Bitcoin was doing its cycle. It came up. It had its rally. It was going to do a bear market, like, one of these. And then it was going to do this. And it started the bear market here. But this is when they turned the money printer on. Money printer go brrr, right? July 2021. And all the money had to go somewhere. And with the interest rates so low and them just basically giving money away, I knew guys that had to borrow money because it was so cheap. They had no choice. They were like, dude, I gotta borrow and spend money. My company needs us to spend more money. It's going out of style here. And so this was money printing here. And I believe it was a false top. And it didn't really exist. However, look, you had the shoulder, head, and a shoulder that did tell you we're going to the downside. Amazing. But so we've been in a bear market ever since here. That's why I'm convinced that the bear market is over. All right. And I hold shift here. No, oh yeah, sorry. If I hold shift down here. And so you're talking, 672 days in the bear market, dude. That's amazing. Look at our last, low. You could take from the high there. Yeah, but about 672 days. What was the last one? If we hit shift. Up until 1,000 days in the bear market, but we started to get these highs here. But like again, and where's high to high takes what, 1,197 days. So interesting. We're already like 670 days through the 1,000 days. I mean, we're halfway through, baby. So just something to think about for the weekly candle close for Bitcoin. All right. So I just wanted to show you the weekly close, break it down, talk about it, and yeah, show you that we have some really nice weekly support here at about what, 27,600. All right. And this still reigns on the weekly. This is our trend line. As long as, and look, we wicked right off of it. See these wicks? And again, I've been showing how substantial this trend line is. I'll do it one more time. I might as well, because I know a lot of people may have missed it or didn't get to see it yet. You're going to go into you're going to go into a logarithmic view here. We're going to go to like the weekly chart, yeah. And we're going to extend this vertical line here, this line. When I extend it, I can see we bounced both bottom bear markets, hit this level. This giving it a substantial spider zone. It's basically like some type of Fibonacci, like insane Fibonacci level. You see it here? Got to drag it down a little bit. But it's just eerily weird how we came pretty close to bouncing off this area, and it's still holding the zone. So to me, it has a substantialness to it that's actually bigger than most people think. And if we stay above it, big moves are happening. Again, we could come back to 25 too. I'm with that. But I just think too many people will front run Bitcoin before it gets there. But again, so that's my bigger idea for the weekly candle close. Anything is possible. What's the bearish tone? What's your bearishness? I mean, I also look at the monthly. And let's look at our monthly. It's just getting started here for Bitcoin. It's about to get a MACD cross. Look at the last monthly MACD cross we had here. Boom. That one was huge. 2 in a row. Let's open it up back here and see. Look in the past again. There was another monthly close right there when it was approaching. Boom, to the upside, right? So it's never been a false signal. You see? The MACD getting a bullish cross has never been a false signal on the monthly time frame. Never. Not saying it doesn't, it can be, and I'm saying just because it never doesn't mean it can't be, but I'm just going over probability here, right there. And look, we're about to get a bullish MACD cross here in about what, a month and a half, 2 months at the most. Very interesting to me. All right, so I mean, I would load up on a coin like this if it looked like that on the 1 hour. I mean, look what it looks like here on the monthly candle. So this is a falling wedge that breaks to the upside 68% of the time. You're on your way out and you're booming. I mean, I don't know what else we need to show you, right? So eventually we're going to the high of about 83,600, says the measured move to the upside. Then we'll have support down at 61,000, which we may touch again, and we can go from there. What will be kind of cool, this will be something, and I'm going way out into the past. I know I'm deranged out there, but we could have somewhat of a Bitcoin weekly candle close here too as well, and it'll be a kind of one of those racing cup and handles. We could retest this area, do like a bear trap. And then what if Bitcoin did continue relentlessly to the upside? You call me crazy, but I've done things like this before. I hit 69,000. And that would take Bitcoin up to what, $155,000 somewhere by September of 2028. And if banks keeps collapsing and things go, I mean, it will have its having, but it could continue to rip. If you go to my profile here on Crypto Lifer, and it's pretty cool, go to my profile, check this out. The greatest call I ever made, was I lucky? Who knows? But you can see here's a cup and handle, and this is timestamped. You can't change this. The website attests to it, right? It's standing there throughout the test of time. October 4th of 2021, Bitcoin to pop to 69,000 projection and a nice cup and handle. And so I'm calling for Bitcoin to go to $69,000 here, okay? Clear as day, as you can see this. And I believe it's going to get there somewhere by November 20th, November 19th, somewhere in this zone. We press play, and we watch what happened here. Bitcoin would hit the exact target I had, and it would hit it about 10 days shy of my entry. I was a month off. So I'm not saying just what I did before is going to play out, but I am showing you that my creative brain has pulled out a rabbit out of the hat before, and some insane things have happened by showing up every single day. So you just might want to check it out and see what's happening in the game, all right? I don't know why everyone's obsessed with MEXC. It's in a rising wedge that could easily break to the downside, right? Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. We'll take a look at MEXC one more time. I ain't in MEXC. I didn't open up a trade in MEXC. I'm watching to see if it can hold the trend line, right? So look, weekly is overbought. Most people would say, hey man, aren't you going to dump there on the weekly? Very well could be, but look at this. Here the weekly was very overbought, just like it is here. And look, we would just go on an absolute tear to the upside. I'm not saying we will for sure, but here, look, the weekly was also overbought right about here. and here. Look, both of these places, the weekly was here. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of crazy. Look at this big, you can't see that back there if we went to the all-time history index. But see, the weekly above the dotted line. At the same time, I mean, the stochastics are pretty high. The RSI is on the way. All right, I'll give that to you. And you kind of have, you have rising volume, but with some low volume there too as well on the weekly chart. So I'm not saying it's all bull. The second we break this trend line, I will switch bearish and I will begin to short the market right down to some one of these levels here, or even maybe all the way down to 16K. Could we make a new low? Anything is possible. I have about a 95% 95% based on bullish divergence of the weekly that we have bottomed out. You never see bullish divergence in the weekly. It's so rare. That's a swing down while you swing up here on the RSI. It's a very rare sign. So the fact that we never see this tells me that it's very, very likely going to be the bottom for Bitcoin. But again, you never know. You never know. So I'm staying bullish until as long as we stay above this diagonal trend line. All right. So that's kind of my weekly analysis, my monthly analysis, my bigger deep dive for you. All right. And I've done it many times, but I'll do it again. No worries. And so you can see all my reasonings and what, they make sense to me. And then I know what to do if those don't play out. Like if we lose that trend line, I'm going to flip bearish. Okay. It's pretty simple to me. So here we are on Binance. Let's break down the smaller time frame now. All right. So remember, I've been trading this for days now. So I'm going to get rid of this projection. We don't need it. This is the bigger triangle that I made there. You can see on the daily time frame. This is like that trend line we don't want to lose. I could be more like, yeah, right there. Make sure it's on. So look, what we've been showing you is this 4-hour time frame. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. And we've been talking about this being a shoulder. It's actually a complex inverted head and shoulder. Let me show you how to break it down. You kind of got like, it's got some complex vibes. That's a little high there. I may omit that, right? But technically the high on the wick is still lower than that. I mean, saying shoulder, head, and a shoulder, but we couldn't get back above the zone, and then we made a nasty M. See, that's a nasty M pattern here. Now, normally I would short an M pattern for sure to the downside. Measured move would take you somewhere here for a bit of a double bottom area to about, 27,000 even. Very, very close. Point of control, we lost it too. All right. But this is the thing. Here's the thing. If I look at the 4-hour, I said to everybody, when the 4-hour was high and it was dumping, you had all this time to dump. And let me show you something too. I'm a stochastics RSI guy, and I compare the previous dumps because relative strength index, all right? What does that mean? It means it's telling you how much the price is pumped relative to all the other times. It's indexing all the pumps it had and saying relative to all those other pumps, the strength here isn't as strong as it was before. So RSI and SRSI can really teach you a story, really show you what's happening, really break things down for you that you wouldn't have normally paid attention to. So what do I mean? Well, look, stochastics were high. They went here. We went from about 28,132 all the way to 26,000, almost a $2,000 move from the dotted line to the dotted line. Here, the same thing. We were high, you could say, and we jumped down on the 4-hour time frame, and we went all the way from about 26,002 all the way to 23,000. About almost basically $3,000 move. Here's another time we got high on the stochastics and we started to dump on the 4-hour time frame. See, and we went from Bitcoin 22,000 all the way down to 19. So about a $3,000 move. Here's another one. We were high oversold in the stochastics RSI, and we would dump all the way down from 24,000 to 21,900, about a $2,000 move, right? So then I compare this dotted line dump to this dotted line dump, and it's really one of the smallest moves from 28,600 to 27,008. It's only an $800 move. Very small compared to the previous moves. So this is my trend line, but this is my other pattern. And honestly, this is a symmetrical triangle with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. All we need to see for tomorrow morning is to defy this M pattern, pump up here, and get tight inside the zone, okay? As I said, if we break this, that could be a nice short, but it's just short-lived. I want to see the bearish retest of here, take it to 25. Because I've been front-running Bitcoin, think about it. If you have the money, you're going to buy before most people. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not being rude, but it is the facts. So if you have the money, you're going to buy more Bitcoin. Facts. So, and I can withstand the loss too. So I can take the risk. Now, someone with less money may be more worried about the risk. I can handle it. Bitcoin goes to 10K, I'll be completely fine. Like, you won't even see me bat an eyelash. Like, my Bitcoin portfolio could be down because I also got into Bitcoin, below $3,000, right? Below 50, at very low prices. So it doesn't matter to me if we go to 10K. I really don't care, honestly. You know, I'm not going to be the happiest guy in the world. You know, we're going to have to, but honestly, we'll be able to short the market to the downside. We'll probably have so much fun shorting, and Matic S will bomb. You know, Gala X, all the awesome 3S tokens are going to dump when Bitcoin dumps, and we know exactly how to take advantage of the market. Jump into my trading group today, everyone. If you want to join my trading group, I suggest you jump on it today. It's unbelievable. And what you'll learn is you'll learn how to just basically short and long the market. You'll learn all the ups and downs. You'll learn how to find when Bitcoin's going down fast, find a bear flag on the 5-minute time frame, switch to a short token, and then watch Bitcoin dump as you make money to the upside. You're going to be able to figure out what to do no matter what the market's doing, and that's the key. That's the key to my trading group, is you're going to be able to learn what the market's doing, and you're going to be able to learn how to take advantage of you're going to have a skill set that you didn't have before. You're going to know how to short the market. You didn't know how to short the market before. One worrisome thing is price action does like to come to the 200 SMA, and you can see we might just dump to it and tap it. So that could be a good place to load up at 25,230 or a little higher. I'll be watching this outlier of the 200 SMA. I'd like it to drag price up. But look, these moving averages are super tight. This tells me that we could do some sideways action to 200, and then this is going to be a huge, nice move for Bitcoin. So very interesting. So if we pull back, let's just hope that we don't break this trend line and we bounce off of it here and we stay in the zone. All right. And there's a chance we actually stay in this and we break out of this to the upside. So I'm going to give you my final prediction and projection at the end of the stream here to show you what I see is happening to Bitcoin tomorrow morning when we're ready to rock. Remember, False Move Monday. It's going to be a rocky road. We have CPI data coming out on April 12th, 8:30 in the morning. You know, it's a little ways away, but, you know, that would be next Wednesday. So we got like 7-10 days to breathe. Hopefully we get some movement out of the market before we have to do that. Arbitrum under $1 is interesting to me, but not above. Interesting. Yeah, I put $1,000 in at 129. If it ever goes below $1, I'd probably be more apt to put $1,000 or $2,000 into it. I think over time it has to 10x to 20x. You know what I mean? But you never know. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I got a nice move on SRM and STX. Just pulled for profit. You teach me always. Profit is amazing, even if it goes up, baby. Yo, man, I love you, brother. I love you. Thank you for doing the right thing. Oh, I missed that. Pat Murphy, my namesake. Tornado hitting my home down a couple miles from me right now. Tornado hitting my hometown a couple miles from me right now. Yikes, man. That's my dad. My dad worked all around the United States. And the other day I was sitting with him and he was drinking like he does sometimes. He doesn't always, you know, but he was like sitting there and he was talking to me and he was like, you know, Tornado Alley. I don't think he was drinking. He was just talking to me, but he was like, Tornado Alley. He's like, the people go and they live there. He's like, it's called Tornado Alley for a reason. Yeah, it's funny. He was just like, what do you think's going to happen? No, I'm not, but I don't want to put any blame on the people that lived in the other one. But he was just talking to me. This was like, 6-7 months ago. Because he used to go all down south. And he's like, I went through this town, Tornado Alley. And I was like, he's like, why would you live in Tornado Alley? It's called Tornado Alley. He was just funny. Because we're from the Northeast. We don't know anything about tornadoes. We've never seen one. I saw one micro tornado like a few years back. It was really weird. It came around Martha's Vineyard. It was like a, we call it a micro storm, a micro blast. And it just came and was like, whoosh. And it did something really, really crazy. I have a relative who served in Afghanistan many tours, spent his checks on $500 Bitcoin, and he has 10 and just holds it, man. Smart man, dude. Smart man. He's sitting on 10 BTC chilling. You know what I mean? I had the same conversation with my girlfriend literally yesterday. You're funny, man. Kansas City, baby. Heart of Tornado Alley, man. So that's what, so is that really, see, I didn't even know Kansas was in, okay, yeah. Do you think they will crack down on VPNs? I don't know, man. I don't use VPNs, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I use VPNs when I'm live streaming, but MEXC and KuCoin don't use VPNs, so like I don't use VPNs. So yeah. Grew up terrified of tornadoes growing up in Kansas. I would be too, man. I'd be always running down into the basement. I watched Dorothy, man. I seen those tornadoes. I seen 2 tornadoes with my own eyes. Truly amazing. The charts conveyed to open along on STX a couple hours ago. So far, so good. Thanks to you. Shout out to Fernando Seco, man. God bless you. Thanks to you, man. You made the call. Your dad sounds so much like my old man. Hey, man. Dion Protocol. Is your old man an old Harley rider? My dad was an old Harley rider, too. Iron worker. Salted the earth out of his mind. Climbed up, thousands of feet in the air to provide for his family. Pretty crazy thing. I live in the Gulf Coast of Florida, and we get storms. Plus, last year, we got hit by Ian, and it was bad, but it hasn't been like that for 40 years. Most are just bad storms. I'm going to be on the coast. I'm going to catch you. I'm going to be living in Sarasota, Florida. On my way to Sarasota. Where my Sarasotans at? I'll be there by June or July. I'm telling you right now. I will have my new home in Sarasota, and you'll see. We'll be live streaming with the pool in the background. We're going to do it, man. You're going to see me. I'm going to move to Florida. I cannot wait. I'm super excited to do it. Dion is going parabolic. I know, man. That thing was out of control. We went over it this morning, and it continued to move. Tampa, Clearwater, my peoples. From Indiana, we got wrecked by a tornado 2 days ago. I know, man. It looked horrible. Hold up. Moment of silence to everyone that got hit by that tornado. I saw it on Twitter, and it just absolutely felt devastating. May dear Lord bless all those people that got hit by that tornado, man, and hope people recover. Insane. I think 23 people did lose their life in that tornado. About an hour away, Florida has some crazy drivers. I know, they're the worst drivers. Are you kidding me? Crazy is not even to say. We call them frog. They frog out of nowhere. The worst drivers I've ever seen in my life in Florida. I drive like 50. I drive like a nanny in Florida because I don't want to deal with it. I take it easy. Okay, so let's break it down. 4-hour time frame's oversold. Tells me that we should long that puppy to the upside, right? This M pattern should have dumped on us. So far, it has not. We got oversold in the stochastics RSI. Let's take a look at our 1-hour time frame. It's coming up not with not with too much luster. So here's the deal. What do I see happening to tomorrow? I say we go sideways throughout the night, honestly. And I believe we wake up. 1 hour comes up, comes down. I believe we wake up somewhere here in this circled zone. And again, I've been doing this, right? And we've been pretty spot on. All right. So we have the shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Complex inverted head and shoulder in a way. I call it a complex because you have a shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder to the upside. The measured move will take us from here to here to the upside, right? And that would be it. That would be it. That would be the measured move. All right. Change is going off. $50 million market cap. Oh, we love change, baby. We've been all about change. Was flow to Clearwater from here in the high desert. Was totally different planet, though. Florida has sinkholes and mosquitoes. Yikes. Does MEXC let me transfer my wallet? Yeah, you should be able to send anything you can to different wallets for sure. Yeah. I was born in Sarasota, man. God bless you, brother. What do you think? I'm in Connecticut now. Are you happy you left? Let me know. Are you happy you left? You know what I mean? Tomorrow to the upside. Naka looks ready on the 4-hour time frame. I'm one of these FL drivers. Speed limit is a suggestion. You're funny. Bitcoin will keep like Jungle Frog. I live in Sarasota, man. See how many people we have out here in Florida. Shout out to the 590 people on the live, 278 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Nexa on a ripper too. Wow. Bitcoin will keep the jungle fall. Florida, love it now. Shout out to all the lifers getting that knowledge on a Sunday night. Much love. Never heard anyone complain about moving to Florida from New England. Says a lot. Me neither, man. I really haven't. Everyone says, I did that. I put out a tweet the other day and I got like 70 responses and every single one was like, we love it. We love it. Never regretted it. Absolutely love it. Super happy now. Super happy. Super happy. Like, don't regret it. And I was like, okay. So here we have an inverted complex head and shoulder that could break out. I'm just showing you what the charts say. I don't know what's going to happen. I know nothing with the fact of my own ignorance. So I don't, believe me, if you went short and I went long, I don't care. I just want everyone to know in the trading group. If you went short and I went long, I don't never care because you know why? It's just probability. I'm not right or wrong and you're not right or wrong. We just play probabilities and that is it. That is it. Like that is an inverted head and shoulder inside of an ascending triangle. That could easily break us up. Now, if we break down, remember ascending triangles could go 50-50. They should just go the length of the pole here, the base, and that could bring us back down to about 26,000, and we would breach the trend line there. So I've said till I'm blue in the face that I'm bullish until this trend line breaks. Once this breaks, I will form a bearish sentiment and we'll short. There's a chance, but another thing is people that have funds know that when it gets down to here, everyone's going to buy 25.2. So people with funds, they don't want to battle 25.2, and they can handle the drop to 25.2 because they don't really care. So they're going to front run 25.2. And I believe you got big boys with millions and billions of dollars. As Bitcoin starts to drop, they're going to be front running it into this area. So there's a high likelihood we could get a move to the upside. I do see the M pattern. I'm not oblivious to it. And I'm not telling you it doesn't exist. And we could drop down to this area, which would be the measured move, which would be the retest of 25,000. However, that's why I drew this trend line. And so far, the trend line held. You know what? It didn't look like the trend line was going to hold. The 4-hour said we were going to make a massive dump. Look, the 4-hour did not start the day off well at all, right? Remember, it started red, red, red. And I saw all the room on the stochastics. If we go back in time here, it did not look amazing on the 4-hour time frame today. We were looking at this, and I'll tell you right now, it was an M pattern, and we were high in the Stokes, and this was going to dump. And I wouldn't be surprised if we had dumped all the way back down here. So I was waiting, and I said to my trading group, I said, listen, we just need to remain calm. I said, all we need is a higher low, like this low here. All we need is this to make a higher low in the 4-hour time frame when we reset. And we could be okay here. And so, the 4-hour came down, and what did it do? It made a higher low. I'm not saying it's amazing yet, but so far, so good. All right? 15-minute looking pretty ugly. All right? And there's a chance that this trend line is lower, something like this, and we end up lower. There's no guarantees. Or is the chance this is the bigger time frame at hand, and that we're going to do this. We're going to bounce and stay up inside the zone, right? I did make my prediction that we will stay somewhere in this box. We'll wake up tomorrow somewhere in the zone, but it doesn't mean that's guaranteed to happen. So we'll go from there. So what do I see happening right now for Bitcoin? If there was a trade to be had right now at the very present moment in time, is there something to sink my teeth into? Possible short on the 15, I guess. 7-minute also wants to bounce. You get kind of indecision. You're going to be looking for bullish divergence on the 7-minute time frame. You got swing down to swing down. This swings to the upside. That tells you that could definitely be your bottom, just like this could have been the bottom, and just like this could have been the bottom here. So it's a good sign you see the divergence. Makes me want to long with the stop loss below this bigger zone. You know what I mean? Let me just take a look at how deep I have to be to do that. It's not going to fit my risk-reward ratio. That's the only issue, right? Maybe it will. 271 below the dotted line at 27,000 could be the move. Interesting. And that price could get us all the way up to 38K. The idea behind this is if it breaks right here and starts to breach, and then if it breaks this, then I know. Like I've been saying, unless it's just a crazy bull trap right at the edge of this level. But it's definitely interesting to me. 7-minute wants to bounce back up with a bit of divergence. It's defied this should have been an M that dumped to us. Why didn't it dump? Something's going on. The Bears don't have as much power as we thought they did. Okay. Shout out to the 571 people on the live. 577, 292 likes. Thank you for jumping on in. F1 has Grady Judd though. My family lives in Yoakley. Okay. Southern humidity is brutal. For those not used to it, I can't do it. Interesting. Florida's good for being left alone if you stay away from the bigger cities. Miami, Orlando, Jacksonville. The Tampa area is chill. I like Sarasota. It's quiet, man. I like quietness. But our houses are built out of concrete. I got 6 typhoon hurricane in the Pacific every weekend in a row one year. I got 6 typhoons. Wow. Anyone let me know the price there? No brainer, move to Florida. You rock, Sam. Thank you for all you do, brother. Shout out to Kevin B. Thank you for the love, Kevin. I used to do mill work and stay in the U for weeks at a time. Come check out Jupiter, Florida. My dad's friend had a house there for years to come. He passed away, but he did have a place in Jupiter. Traffic in Sarasota, not too bad though. It's not that bad. They're bugging, man. Only in like December is there heavy traffic. And you don't have to drive that many. See, you don't have to drive that. See, I don't have to leave my house. I work from home, so like none of that stuff exists to me. I go into traffic for fun because I don't get to drive enough. You know what I mean? Like once a week, I'm like, ooh, traffic. This is what other people do for a living. You know what I mean? Like none of the average things that most people complain about, I don't do any of those things. I'm not going to be riding in traffic. I would, even when I was broke, I got a bicycle and I took the train. Like I would find a way never to be in traffic. I don't care. I never was in traffic. And when I saw people in traffic, I was like, I would never do that. Never. I would move to a different place and I would get in my car or I would get on my bicycle. I took my bicycle to work in the rain, sleet, something, not really in the snow, but I was one of those people that would push it to the limit. And then if I couldn't take my bicycle, I took the train. I also lived in New York for 19 years, New York City, where you don't need a car. It's so strange. You come from anywhere else in the world or in America, and everyone has a license. You move to New York, and you're going to have a friend that's like, when I was like 21 years old, 22, and then 25, 27, you'll meet people that never got their license. And you're like, you don't have a license? So many New Yorkers don't have a license. It's crazy. They'll be like 26 years old. They'll be like, no, I'm like, you never went and got your license? I know you don't believe me, but I'm telling you right now, New York City, not everybody needs their license. You just use the train to get all around, and the New York City, and it's so big, they're just always lost up in the jungle. Traffic does suck. Take 20 minutes to go, 5 minutes down the road. Yeah, that's why you just got to ride your bike as much as you can, and just don't do things where everyone else is doing them. That's another thing about becoming a trader. Become a trader today. Here's the 5 reasons why. All right? The 5 reasons why. Look, I'm going to make myself big, and we should put this on TikTok. Here's the 5. My name is Samuel James Price. I want to give you the 5 main reasons why becoming... Hi, my name is Sam Price. I do the Crypto Lifer Show every single day on YouTube, and I'm going to tell you the 5 reasons why trading is awesome. Number 1, never be in traffic with everybody else. Work from home, and you can go out and do your, you can do your dry cleaning. You can do your grocery shopping on Wednesday at 12:30 in the afternoon. When everyone else goes, at 5 or 6 because they get out of work, or on the weekends, you can go in the middle of the week at 1 o'clock. So number 1, you won't be in the rat race doing your chores and things that you need to do with everybody else. You'll be doing them when everyone else is at work. So the roads will always be empty. You'll always have a good time. So become a trader because you won't have to use the roads when everybody else does. Number 1. Number 2, you can make a limited amount of money. There's really no limit to the amount of money you can make. Now there's a limit. You could also lose, but you could put stop losses at one point, and once you lose, you lose. But there really is no limit to the amount of money that you could eventually make in trading. You could become a billionaire, 100 millionaire. It can go up and up. Your job, like my old job, it was like 100 grand. Maybe I could get a little more, and then I would have to work. It was going to take 10 years to maybe get a $50,000 raise. There was a limit to a lot of the jobs that I had in my lifetime. There is no limit to trading. Number 2. Number 3, it builds confidence, and it also builds discipline. One of the greatest jobs in your life that builds confidence and discipline. Now, there are other jobs that do that. But to become a real successful trader, you must have confidence and discipline, and also patience. It builds such a well-rounded character. It will find out if you're greedy, find out if you're humble, find out so much about yourself through trading. Number 4, why is trading so great? Why is trading so good? The 4th reason why I absolutely think trading is a great profession and something that I definitely think people should attempt to conquer in their life is because you'll have a systematic strategy over time that'll help your life stay organized. You'll become a more organized person, and everybody likes organized. Human beings are creatures of habit. We love habit, and the more you trade, the more you'll create habits that'll benefit you. I think it'll help you create a better life for yourself. I think it'll make you not want to drink alcohol, not want to do drugs, because you want to be so focused on the charts, and those things will take you away from what you're doing. Number 5, you'll meet a lot of awesome creative people that are super interesting. Traders are some of the most interesting people you will ever meet. And throwing yourself into a mix of traders and being in a trader family, I'm telling you right now, you'll meet people, and some of the most independent people you'll ever meet. Why wouldn't you want to be around some really independent, well thought out, and great minds? So those are the top 5 reasons why I believe trading is the best profession in the game. I shouldn't have done that with music. I should have deaded the music, but at least I did it. What if I was small? I ate a cookie in Alice in Wonderland, and now I'm really small. My voice got so small I can't really talk. I'm so little now. What happened? Quick, I have to eat the pretzel. I have to eat the pretzel to grow. Oh, that pretzel's gonna make me grow. Alice in Wonderland. Okay. So 15 minutes overbought, I mean. Likely to come back down to the bottom of the channel, no? Although the 7-minute wants, but 15-minute kind of wants to do something like this, right? And then can we get the boom to the upside, retest, and get a move on out of here? It's a chance. There's a chance. I don't like the 1-hour time frame. Not the best. The 2-hour time frame wants to rip. I like the 2-hour. I'll be honest. Let's trade the 2-hour tonight and see what happens. It's funny, the 2-hour looks like it's going to fly and pin the 1-hour time frame. The 1-hour looks pretty good to me too. I remember talking to someone and they said, man, I really like the 2-hour. It's smooth. It's smoother than the 1-hour, they said to me. They said it's just so smooth. And I was like, wow. The way he said it, I was like, man, I want to trade that 2-hour. I always say I'm going to do it and I always forget. You know what I mean? It's one of those things I just don't remember to do. That looks interesting to me. The 2-hour looks like we're going to rip. And look, you have a low, you have a high, you have a higher low. You're getting tighter in the channel. Even this is a tight little channel here. You see? Even this is a tight little channel right there inside the channel. So we got a little flag, we got this tighter channel, and we have this ascending triangle inside the bigger ascending triangle. All right. So Balloon asked we could do a prayer for his ill mother who has been diagnosed with pancreatic liver cancer. Just wanted to give a second to ask. Thank you so much, Anthony C. And no, everybody, I don't get to see all the chats. I don't get to see all the chats of the 99. I don't get to see all the chats here. Definitely, let's bring that music back down. Let's have a moment of silence for my man and his mom, Subliminal. Pancreatic cancer is tough. Liver cancer is tough. We're going to say a deep prayer for your mom, man. May God bless you, man. I'm so sorry that you're going through that. Subliminal. Dear Lord, we don't not know why we lose the loved ones we do. We don't know why the pain comes and goes. But we must have faith, just like Job did when his whole family was taken from him. And he ended up in a whale. And everything was taken. He still believed in God. So no matter what our losses come, or no matter what happens, may we find a way to find solace. And may your mother, you never know. Let's pray with all our hope and prayer that she finds a way. And whatever happens, let it be in God's hands and let us be okay with it. Amen. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you for sharing your struggles with us. I really appreciate that. And thank you so much. And I'm glad we can use this moment to shed some light and put some vibrational energy your way, man. Trading the past few years in sobriety has taught me so much patience and economics. I'm a whole new person thanks to trading and chilling with you guys, man. Shout out to Ragnar. God bless you, man, for saying that. And that's going to help other people want to change their lives and do the right thing, man. So God bless you. And again, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I am not perfect. I do things all the time that I regret. I'm always trying to work on myself. There's no way, right? I don't want to because I come out here every day like, oh, look at me, and blah, blah, blah. But come on. You know what I mean? You guys see me for 2 hours. There's some days I make mistakes. There's the ups and down days. No human being is perfect, by all means, man. And it's good to be humbled. It's good when things come at you and you get humbled. I just, hey, it's not what happened to me. It's what happened for me. God has a plan for you. God has a plan for you. So we take a look again here at BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP, link to BOOKMAP in the description below. All right. And what is BOOKMAP? I'm a little too big there. I don't need to be that big. That's a bit outrageous. I ate too much of that pretzel. So look, here's the deal. It wasn't that funny. I think it's funny. I laugh at my own dad jokes though. So here's the deal. There is way more liquidity at 28,006 and 28.5, and there's really nothing here. BOOKMAP does suggest we could tap low and come all the way to the upside. Let's look at our liquidation indicator and see if it's showing us where the liquidations are. Something else we want to kind of look at here. So look, we already looked at the weekly candle. I showed you the 8-day Gaussian channel. I showed you a lot of interesting things that really could pan out in the long run for us. Fasting. Yeah, I fasted today, the whole day, man. From when I woke up to 7 at night. Yep. My mother's significant other passed away from that type of cancer. Only got to meet him one time, and I was still there to call him in the hospital. I'll never forget, he said, I checked in before his kid, man. Shout out to Bryson, man. You're a good man. You said we're going up, Sam, for sure. I would never say anything like that, Pat Murphy. Pat Murphy, it's funny. Someone hit me up named Pat Murphy today. He's the softball coach. Are you the same Pat Murphy that I was emailing today? It's just weird. Someone was emailing me named Pat Murphy. That's also, Pat Murphy is my old friend, Matt's older brother. Are you Pat Murphy that I know from Boston? Or, I mean, there's probably so many Pat Murphys. You're probably from, maybe you're from Ireland, or maybe I don't know where you're from. You could be from anywhere. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Behold, I slew you a mystery. I shew you a mystery. We shall not sleep, but we shall all be changed. Behold, I shew you a mystery. I shew you? I shew you a mystery? Pat Murphy, no, didn't. Prayers for her. I went through the same thing with my mother 2 years ago. Stay positive as much as you can. Wow. You lifers have been through so much, man. Still work 9 to 5 with trading, but to accomplish what the lifers give me, would forever have you and the lifers beside me for another day, man. Amen. Hey, it doesn't happen overnight, PS5. It does not happen overnight. May God bless you. So let's take a look at these liquidations here and see what's happening. They're pretty even Steven on both sides, right? These are the 100Xs. No, these are the 25, 50, and 100X longs. And this is the other way here, right? This is the jam right here. This is my jam I always play. It's like my intro. So it's pretty even. They may come down first and whip it up. They can kind of go either way right now. It's pretty even. You know, they can eat either way. It looks like they can eat either way, and they can, a little more shorts, right? A little more chunky down in the shorts Tells me they're likely to press down into this area, but that's kind of where we are already. We're kind of in the zone here. So at the end of the day, the only place we could go down is to in this level. And there's only 20. It looks like they got the 50 and the 100Xers already on the short side. Now they got to come up here and get these guys. That's kind of telling me there's a likelihood we go to the upside. All right. There's a likelihood we do go to the upside. All right. I'm just saying, based on the liquidation indicator, nothing's guaranteed. Just remember that these are all probabilities. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. All right. I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I don't. I believe in the long term, due to the halving, it's going to continue to go up in value. I believe that. Okay. That's something, but I don't know. I don't think, feel, or want any thoughts for Bitcoin. I have not a clue what's going to happen to Bitcoin. What I do know is this trend line's been being held pretty nicely. And I do know that this is kind of turning into a bit of almost a bull pennant symmetrical triangle. All right. I also know that has a measured move, which is the length of the pole. So you can take this here and you could swing it. And it tells me that we could get all the way up to the measured move of that area. So stop that. Somewhere up here to 30,000. And then I showed you this is that inverted head and shoulder. Neckline to the head here. Swing out here after the neckline. And then I also have the symmetrical triangle that we looked at before. So there's a lot of measured moves that say we could move to the upside somewhere into this region. That's what all three of these are for, right? It's pretty funny. That's the inverted. That is this little pennant. And that is this ascending triangle. Remember, ascending triangles are 50-50 though. And so there it is. I think I'm pretty clear about what I'm thinking here. I am bullish. And if we even come down here, I'm still bullish and bounce, right? So I'm watching the smaller time frames to see if they can defend this trend here and break onto the upside. But if we don't, it's likely we come back down. It's likely we come back down and we test. So we come and then we would test down here somewhere. Hang out, get sideways, and then boom. Or we go retest and we drop. I'm ready for either one. The retest right there would be a nice short down to here. This would be a beautiful pump up to there. I am more long than bearish, but the second we break this trend line, I'm going to flip bearish. I'm going to say it every single day so everyone knows. So that's my strategy. My strategy is to stay long for Bitcoin unless we go here. So I'm going to, and then when I mean stay long, I'm going to keep opening up longs or scalping longs or looking at different long ideas. The second we flip this and go to the downside, unless it's a quick bear trap that lasts a few hours, I'm going to have to heat it. I'm going to have to heat it as a possible move to the downside, right? So is everyone clear with my exact strategy here? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice, but is everyone clear with my strategy? Is it pretty clear? Like, it's not confusing, right? I just want to make it sure. Is that confusing what I've just said? Thank you. I worked hard on that. Yeah, I'm still catching up. Just seeing the Gaussian channel part. You and Crypto U are the only guys I've seen who talk about that. Amen. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Amen. Lots of death lately. Oh my God, I know. Honda man, great prediction, my friend. Measured move to what price, Sammy? What price is the measured move to? I think I just went over that. And I don't know which one he's talking about. May God make your mother cure and give hope and strength to the family. Inshallah, amen. Thank you. Ramadan Eid Mubarak. Ramadan Mubarak, I think my wife told me to say. You have 3. Crystal clear, crystal clear. Get those likes up. Just click the X on the chat and hit that like. Took me 3 seconds. Thank you for saying that, brother. God have touched and healed my sinner self more times than anyone anticipated. With the pray, I deserving people be touched with my blessings and his love. God bless you, Jim Boy. 66. I don't even trade and I understand. Shout out to Justin Burdick. Thank you. Love and blessings to the lifers. Yes, Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you. Incognito. Thank you. You're welcome, man. Crypto Lifer, I decided to hold XRP for long term instead of pulling the 3L. Is that okay, Sammy? You got to do whatever makes you happy, PS5, man. You always ask me what to do, man. I can't tell you what to do, brother. I wish I could, but I can't, man. And even if I wish, I actually don't wish I could because I want to see you become independent of your own mind and thoughts. Put God first. Witness, take care of your family and treat all people family. Trade safely with wisdom. God bless you, Wisdom A. Thank you. Wow, it's kind of a spiritual stream tonight. Feeling interesting. Lifer friend, man. I love you more than you would ever know, man. Super chats, Mask and CFX. Let's take a look at Mask and CFS. Thank you so much for the super chats. Jai Shri Ram. Why get it if you don't need it? Shout out to David Ryan. He said, why get it if you know you're funny? Hey, at least he gets it. So here's the deal. I don't like to trade on Sunday night into Monday morning, number one. I believe it takes away a little bit of the edge. False move Monday coming. Wouldn't be surprised if we dumped, came back up, and just did a bunch of wild moves. In the long run, oh, you want the measured move here? I'll just give you this measured move. Takes you to about 31,294. All right. Does, what is this? DOGE video blew my mind. What does that mean? DOES video? What does that mean? What does DOGE video blew my mind today? Lifer gives you ideas, but do your own research. A little by little, build your own bag. Little by little, build your own bag, baby. What do you think of ATB? What do you think of ARB? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor. It often comes and goes in an instant. If we're not prepared to seize it, we may miss out on the blessings it has to offer. Hey, man. But I also don't, I used to think that too. Love you too, Sammy. Thanks, man. Anytime, lifer friend. Anytime, man. I'm not going nowhere, man. That ain't me. Peter Echo, man. I thought a tiny bit of Bitcoin today at 28,219. There you go. I don't know about Arbitrum doing anything. What do you mean Arbitrum's? I don't even know what he's saying. I don't like using the word SCAM with crypto unless I know for sure what's going on, man. I don't throw that word out lightly. To me, it's like the Ouija board, man. I don't touch that word. You know what I mean? Who here has played the Ouija board and had some really weird things happen? I've played it about 4 or 5 times in my life. I won't play it again. Like, I'm convinced that, one time the whole room went from freezing cold to hot. I swear in my entire life, I would never lie to you. I'm in this room with his kids. I was about 10 or 12 years old. We asked him to show us a sign. He said his name was like Boobo or something. We were moving the thing around. The youngest girl in the room, she was like 8 or 9. She started shivering and screamed. And we were like, get her out. And someone took her out of the room. We kept playing. Then we were like, show us another sign. The room got so hot. I remember it was burning hot. And everyone was like, and we left the room. Then someone was like, go back in the room. We went back in the room. It was freezing cold. It was one of the weirdest things. And we're eating brownies, and then the brownies were on the wall. It was just the weirdest thing. And if there's someone snuck, I remember seeing the door, and no one went in there. And then they made us clean up the brownies, and we all swore we didn't do it. It was the weirdest thing ever. I was on an old ship, an old schooner. I was on the Shenandoah. I'll show you. I was on this ship called the Shenandoah. I was on the Shenandoah in cabin 9. I'll always remember this. The schooner Shenandoah. I was on this big ship here in cabin 9. See this? 1964, Shenandoah was launched from the railway of Harvey Gammon Shipyard in South Bristol, Maine. Designed to maintain the excellence of Americans' golden age of sail, she brought the excitement and traditions of the clipper ships to the public. She's a 108 square topsail square schooner with no auxiliary power. They're making her unique to the American schooner fleet, designed by Captain Robert S. Douglas himself. She was specifically built for the Passover trade. And the family just sold her off. He sailed it all over Martha's Vineyard. This guy, he's still alive, Captain Douglas, man. He used to read us bedtime stories. So funny. But it was like a summer camp you could go on when I was a kid. Unbelievable. And learn about the ships. And man, I'll always remember playing with the Ouija board, man. And I guess you don't want to know about it, but I had to tell you guys about the Ouija board story. It was insane. Who here has a crazy Ouija board story? Have you ever played with the Ouija board? The Ouija changed my outlook on life. Yeah. What was in the brownies? It was just chocolate brownies. No, I was 9 years old, man. It wasn't like that. Arbitrum is fine. Ignore the FUD. Yeah, I wouldn't listen to any of that FUD, man. I really wouldn't. Luigi, you're funny. You said Luigi. That's funny. I think that's funny. You made me laugh, bro. I do, but I'm good. The video I posted shows rockets hitting the firmament. Best visual proof I've ever seen. Interesting. Visual proof of the firmament. Hey, brother, don't forget to text me, man. Oh, yeah. Man, I quit the board at 12, too. I quit the board at 12 years old. Yeah, I think the last time I did it, I was 13, and I was done. I realized it was the creepiest thing ever. And the stochastic RSI is still looking extremely overbought. On what time frame, man? You can't just say that and not say what time frame you're talking about. The Celine Dion vocals on the live yesterday had me laughing hard. That was awesome. Expert TA and a musical performance in the same show. You're the man. Peace and love to all the lifers. Near, far, wherever you are. I can't. I'm not going to do it tonight. I won't serenade you sweetly like I did last night. Don't worry. Some people probably had a nightmare after that. They weren't able to sleep. They were like, Jesus, that was... I don't want to use the word. They were like, geez, you know, that was horrible. So here's the deal. I mean, I kind of like this idea, but we keep long getting it off. So I wouldn't take this trade. I'm not going to take the trade tonight. I'm just, I'm just looking at it. The idea is if I know if we hold this trend line, I'm still bullish, but we could bull trap it too, right? If you don't trust a lifer, I say go tap out. Trust your TA and don't run out. When the lifer lets you see the rabbit out that big hat, it's like hocus pocus on the bigger charts. Thanks for all, man. Thank you, brother. I have never played that, but my friends did. I left and they ended up burning it and leaving it to spread the pieces into different places in a 2-story roof. Next day, it was out tighter at the doorstep. I've seen a video of Elon's rocket himself hitting the dome as well. And in their circles and in their triangles, they'll be turned to the left. And for 6 months, those in the sphere and those in the octagons will become diluted and full of delusion. Interesting. Wow. Giving into false move Monday. Going into false. Yeah, I know, right? You're cool, man. Nah, you're cool, bro. No. You're cool, man. You're the cool guy. I'm just the guy that's with you right now, which makes me cool. Okay? So, I'm cool right now. Once you leave the stream, I will no longer be cool again. So you can't go anywhere. So we can remain cool. I got what you said. You teach me so much. Thank you for the 99, man. Earth is enclosed, stationary, and the firmament showeth his handwork. Wow, you guys are bringing up the firmament tonight? Like, this is crazy. You're going to have me, like, researching the firmament all night and watching rockets hit it and be like, wait, the rockets never got through the firmament. What is happening? Something is brewing here. Pretty interesting. Cool in the lifer gang. Yeah, cool in the gang. Cool in the lifer gang. You're funny. All right. Yeah, going deep, huh? It's getting pretty crazy, I'll be honest. This is why I love the show, not just crypto, man. So look, tight in the moving averages here, right? Getting very, very tight. And this is kind of my prediction is that we go sideways. We wake up tomorrow and Bitcoin's still somewhere in this zone right here. Wake up tomorrow and we're in this green box. Somewhere in the green box, all right? That is my predicciones. And then we'll see. And I'd like to see the 1 hour reset and not give it all back up. So we could come up here, hit the top, reset. All right. And that's Bitcoin. We can leave Bitcoin alone. We did the weekly. I gave you a lot of insight on the Bitcoin. I don't think we need to talk about it again. If you choose to long or short, it's up to you. This is an M. It could dump on you. I believe we go sideways and we hold the zone based on the moving averages and the tightness based on the 200. When the 200 gets back into price action and you're bouncing off, it's a pretty good sign. Especially when you're below it, you get back above it, bounce. It's a pretty good sign you're going to bounce to the upside. Words are magical and had use in meetings, and now words just exploded into anything for any use. True. Why do you think they call it a spell? When you spell a word, why do they think they... Watch, I'm going to blow your mind. I'm going to blow your mind right now. And most of you know this stuff, but why do you think they call it a spell when you spell a word? Why does spell and spell are the same thing? Because when you put words together, you create a spell. Words are that powerful, all right? When you realize you see the real lies, all right? Real lies. When you realize you see the real lies behind something, all right? All right? When you scare a city, you make scarcity. Scarcity. That's how you scare a city, with scarcity, okay? You tell them that there's not enough. You tell people that they're going to run out, okay? Scarcity, scare a city. I came up with that one. No one taught me that one. That one's mine. I was sitting there one day and I was like, oh my gosh, scare a city with scarcity. Of course. All right. How come you mourn someone when you say good morning? Isn't that the same as mourning when you die, but without the you in it? So if you take the you away, why do you say good morning? Why do we say hello if it's got the word hell in it? Why wouldn't we say heaveno to each other when we walked by? I think this is really strange that we got the word hell when we say hi to each other. A lot of really weird things in language that I don't agree with, that don't make any sense and are really, really strange. And the more you look at what happens, why do we call it a mortgage? Because it's like a mortuary and it's death to your wallet. Okay? I'm telling you right now, these are all crazy things, but they're right there in front of you. You just have to see them to believe them. That's why I call myself a magician. We're all magicians, using words and magnetism to create our collective reality. Shout out to the magician, man. Yeah. Retest 28,000. The movie Dark City shows the firmament. Interesting. Alchemy and words together are very powerful. I'm going to stick to Buenos Dias. There you go, brother. I like you. I like what you're saying. Dude, do you have more? I mean, the Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth. Pretty crazy, right? Basic instructions before leaving Earth. The Bible. I mean, that's pretty bugged out. You know what I mean? How come when you say you lived, it's evil backwards? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, it's just like, what's going on here? Someone's trying to mess with us, man. And they don't think we can see what's going on. I know what's going on sometimes. This is my first campaign contribution, and it won't let me send the video in the super chat, but I'll be posting in my next comment. Thank you, Sam. Love you. God bless you, man. Thank you. And let's not talk about that being, because I don't want to just start scrutinizing these super $10. Thank you so much. God is good. Evil is evil, man. God bless you, brother. It's so weird how we got blessings coming on the channel. All right, let's get back into what I'm doing, which is I love altcoins. Let's find out if there's some altcoin gains today. DSLA was my baby, and it did hit the target finally to the upside. Look, we hit the target, baby. Shout out to anyone that took the trade with me. A beautiful trade. It eventually just did hit target. Absolutely perfect. This trade went exactly as it was supposed to be. Never hit the stop loss. Tight moving averages. Likes to follow, AGIX for whatever reason. ERSDL likes to follow DSLA. I've seen them kind of go together. I don't know if it's the 4 words or whatever, but it's just weird, So, wow. Just want to say thank you to everyone that observed this trade with me. I put it out perfectly with the tight moving averages, and it went exactly as planned. You got to love when a trade does exactly what it's supposed to do. And it only took like 5 days or less to make 80% gains. I mean, that's a beautiful move to the upside for DSLA. And it hit the target, baby. It hit the target. That's all we ask for, is that we get to the target and move on. I hope some beautiful soul was able to play DSLA to the upside and take some gains in the trading group. I'd be so excited to know. If you did, let me know. Let me know. Money flows like water, held to its path by the banks. Sam, just closed my position on fist pump. You're funny, man. Have you ever heard of the younger dynasty theory? The younger Dryset theory? No. I do see that, like, it looks like the trees used to be really big on the earth. Young Dryas, which occurred circa 2019, was a return to glacial conditions, which temporarily reversed the gradual synodic warming, the last glacial maximum, which lasted a circa 27 to 20,000 years. The Younger Dryas was the last stage of the Pleistocene epoch that spanned 2,500 to 700 years. Wow. Interesting. And we get a little funky on the weekends on night streams, just so you know. We get back to brass tacks on the early days. So here's ERSDL. Remember when I said it was likely kind of following it, and it did pump. How much did it pump? Pumped 12%. Wants to get to the target. And look, it's about to get a golden cross there. ERSDL. Interesting. I got like... You ever have dry skin? I got this dry skin on my finger, man. I don't know where it came from or how I got it on my thumb. It's bothering me. Anyway, you guys don't want to see my dry thumb skin. I know. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Look, HIMAYC, we talked about this. I front-rolled the golden cross of the 4-hour time frame. All right? Hi, MAYC. Look, right there, the 50 was coming. I said front-run that golden cross. That's what I was looking for. That was my idea. And now look at the thing. Beautifully up 75% gains. We had this other little channel. This boomed for 31% gains. So even that little one that we gave, this one that we gave, and the initial idea, and it's also just to give you the education. Look, this thing is going parabolic. Look at the cup and handle that it broke from. Shout out to anyone that took high MAYC for gains, holding a 75% gain right now, and it didn't just pump and dump. It's right there. Still holding 66%, baby, for the move. I can't stand pump and dump groups. They're the worst. Stay away from them. Don't do anything like that. It is the worst. Yeah, your birth certificate is bound, and a certificate of portage. Yep. Based on admiralty law. Yep, you know what you're talking about. Sovereign society, man. Oh, God, here we go. I know, you're funny, right? Lifer friend, fave is the high coins. I love these high coins. Jimbo knows, free man on the land. Yep. Yep. Why when you go into your wallet is every single thing in all caps? Your credit card's in all caps. Your ID is in all caps. Every single thing is in all caps. But when you spell your name at school, you do a big letter and small letters. How come they don't spell your name the same? Lifer mentioned this in a group, and it blew my mind. Google why your name is in all capitals on your birth certificate and driver's license. So crazy. Going full-time trading, brother. No way. Yeah, baby. It's time, man. It's time, brother. Don't forget to text, brother. I will, man. Just have my wife... Straw man. Yep. Lifer simulation theory. It's either we're in the first one created or we're in the current one who doesn't see it yet. That we are in a simulation of those higher beings. Sean, man. Wow, Sean getting deep. Sean, when we zooming, man, and getting deep. Wow. The lifers want to open up, man. And look, POLX was interesting to me. I felt like everything POLX was going polyastic. It had some news. Look at that thing. Blasted to the upside. Shoulder, head, and shoulder to the upside. I didn't take it. Polyastic to the upside. Bang. Badang, dang. Wow, look at layer moving. Let's take a look at our baby Kaz. I want it to come down. Everybody knows I sold it about 2.5. And I'm tight. You know. And we pumped up. But we're coming back down. 4-day chart suggested we could continue. But again, we got the bearish divvy on the 4-day. The daily needs to come back. So I didn't chase everybody. I sold here in this area. It came back down. I didn't get in yet. It pumped again. But honestly, I pulled my fib and I kept my mouth shut and my wallet closed. And I believe we could come back down to the 618 and test the 2 cent area, right? Very, very likely we could be doing something as such. Make some type of falling wedge. This is what I hope we do. You know what I mean? And the 21-day moving average can come somewhere up to price action. And we can go somewhere like this and I can snatch my Kaz back and then ride it up to the moon, baby. Ride it up to the moon. What looks like Kaz? We have another trade that looks a lot like this that I put a fractal on. Which one is it? It is Aptos. My mind is spot on, man, for an old man, huh? Not too bad for an old guy, huh? How old do you think I am? How old do you people think? This is horrible, right? How old do you... What's that's the young bucks? If you're under, you know... How old do you think I am? I mean, most people know how old I am. I've already told them 100 times. So don't blow it if you know. If you already know, don't say it. All right? But if you're new to the channel and you don't know, how old do you think I am? 42, how dare you? Kick him out of the room. Kick him out. Get out of here. 45, Jesus. Jeez Louise. 36, 42, 42, 43, 39. He says, what the F? 40 years old. 29. Yo, I love you, Burke. You're the man. There are some snakes in space. There's literally everything in space. You're funny. When you read Lever's life and testimonials, 19, 39, 38, 40 in 2 weeks. You're funny, man. 48. Who's going to say 65 years old? 55. You guys are the worst. I love you. I love every single one of you. May God bless you all. Thank you for coming with me every single day and having a good time, man. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me grow into my own here on this channel. It's meant the world to me. So look, we came down to a 618 golden Fibonacci pocket. Aptos looks like it's going to make a beautiful move. It's got a shoulder. It's got a head. It's got a right shoulder here. It's got an inverted head and shoulder. It says it can do it. It's holding the zone, and the daily really wants to push to the upside. The 4-hour needs to come on down. It's not in the perfect spot yet. The 1 hour is okay. So watch the daily, you know. Wait for the 4 hour to play out. The best thing is if it can pump one more time and then make some type of flag here, it would be a lot safer of a move if we got back above 1160, 1168 there. Well, 1258 and then even 1358. Aggressive entry would be right now. Very aggressive though. Right? And it could dump on us even lower for a double bottom. Or we could have a black swan by Bitcoin. We could take the whole market down. So, you know, or Bitcoin, you know, Bitcoin might just miss that level and then come on back down again. So very sketchy. We're not sure exactly here for Aptos, but I like the 618 Fibonacci. I like the retracement, and it's definitely on my radar. Something that I'm keeping on the watch. All right. And where did I get this fractal from? From Kaz. Kaz did this. This is the Kaz fractal. Caspa, baby. Caspa. What do you see on Doge coin? Shout out to everyone that wants something. Send in a super chat or a TA deep dive. If you want me to go over coin, talk about something. Time passing doesn't make your body age. Your body breaking makes you age. App likes the 82 area for bounces. The 0.82. What does that mean? What is the point? I know the 0.86. The 82% retrace, you mean? Like somewhere right around here? Good night, lifer. Gotta hit the hay for a 3:30 wake up. Hey, Justin, do what you gotta do. I appreciate you for jumping on in, man. May God bless you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's take a look at ES1 and look at the futures for tomorrow morning. They've been somewhat correlated. Let's take a look at the E-mini futures for the S&P. So look, the daily got overbought, but we had a monster candle to break back above the zone. Remember I said we got to get a daily candle or a candle to close back above my green zone? We did get a daily candle to do that. It's a pretty good sign. All right. Now, the 4-hour time frame needs to reset here. It's a bit overbought, so we got to put it in a flag. So just like this, we just got to make sure the 4-hour can flag out. If the 4-hour can stay in this flag, stay at the top of this channel. See this symmetrical triangle we have built? 1, 2. We call the bottom here for the S&P. You can go back to that exact date where I called the bottom for the S&P at that moment in time. Unbelievable. Pretty crazy. Back in October. 2 months ago was January. 4 months ago was October, right? 5 months ago. And I remember I was like, the bottom, the S&P bottom's here. No days off. Look how much we've done, man. It's amazing how we built this channel. I put my life on the line for this channel. Unreal. So many episodes, so many shirts, so many different days, so many guests, so many people have been on the show. Shout out to the price report every single week. It's so awesome. But yeah, I was trying to look for that S&P reverse right here. I'll make it a call in the S&P. Look at this. This is crazy. This is absurd. We saw a $30,000 big. Watch this. Watch how crazy this is. Bounce. There was no bullish divergence when these bounces occurred. I just want to make that clear. All right. Here we had a huge bounce here. Slight bullish divergence. Works. How we trade bonds in the open market system. You may want to Google that. And I've figured out so many different little intricacies in the markets. And I've taken a bunch of different charts and put them together. And I'm seeing some signs of the strong indicators in which I use and have put a lot of faith in over the last 10, 15 years in trading. And right now, I'm telling you, I am seeing a strong indication that the S&P is going to reverse to the upside. Why is that? Well, there's something called bullish divergence. You rarely see. So this is the S&P, right? The day I did this video, October 22nd. We go back to the S&P now. That was right there. October 22nd, October 9th, October 22nd. See this area right about there, October 22nd. I called a reversal for the S&P. Look what happened after that. Beautiful move to the upside. Anyone in any market could have made money off of the amazing idea that I had there, or if they got the education. So I'm just showing you that we've been doing a lot of this stuff for a long time. Are we lucky? Someone would say, oh, you're just lucky. Oh, but who knows? I mean, you tell me. I don't know. You know, we've made some amazing calls in the channel. I just showed you the cup and handle for Bitcoin that I nailed at 69. I called the reversal for the S&P there on October. So again, nothing's guaranteed. And, you know, I could make a call too. It could blow up in my face. So it is what it is. But I think those are amazing. Bitcoin bottom of the trend. Bitcoin dumping. Oof. It doesn't look good, man. You know? The bulls don't want to see it. Yeah, 27,750. Getting a massive long squeeze now for Bitcoin. Look. And it's Sunday night into Monday morning. You're going to get the most volatility. That's why I don't like to trade Sunday night into Monday morning. Good short, though. Shout out to Lifer Friend. Caught a short to the downside. And that's the thing. You're going to have a bias one way or the other. Some people are more short bias. Some people are long bias. It's hard to be kind of both. You know what I mean? You can be as open-minded as you want, but you have to know this. At one point, you're going to have more of one to the other way. Let's take a look at Bitcoin taking a massive dump to the downside here. Massive dump. I shouldn't say massive dump, but taking a little bit of a dump. Yeah, so it's making the M pattern here, right? And the M says you're going to fall down to the bottom of the channel here. What time frame is dumping? The 15-minute? Or the one? Yeah, the 15-minute is dumping on you. Kind of a shoulder head and a shoulder there. You had 3 peaks. Wasn't perfect, but you had 3 peaks. Bit of an M there. and you couldn't get back above the resistance when the Stokes were high. The 50-minute didn't look good. It's dumping on your face right now, right? And the 1 hour's curving down on you too. Like, right? The 1 hour couldn't get back above this resistance area. I guess you could almost call this a descending triangle in a way. Could also be a bear trap. Remember how many less liquidity was there? Could be a bear trap. Are we getting some bullish divvy? Let's look for bullish divergence on the 15. Not really. Not enough, really, for me to call it. On the 7? No, still not. But just be careful for a false move. We're likely to come down here. If we lose this level, we're going to drop even further to the downside. Very, 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 very probable. So, sketchy moves. There's a chance that we hold, too. And we reverse back up. You never know. Definitely lost the trend line. We can negate that at least now. Like, that's not there, you know? And that's an M. M's supposed to break down 68% of the time. So that should take you to the downside on the M pattern. Then we could breach the trend line, and then that whole thesis of this being strong is over, and then we have to take the move to the downside. All right? 27,700 struggling. Massive buy wall for Bitcoin down here, though. Look. Massive buy wall, 27,500. We did get the bounce off 27. Psychological area, 27,500. But it is pretty sketch. And the shorts are now in control, up 11%. Dogecoin, still the one kind of fight. And all the short, these are all short tokens. Aave 3S, Link 3S, every single one of these are short tokens, up about 7 to 8%. Nothing to write home about, but you know. Funny, MCX token booming to the upside. Look at that thing. Is that MEXC Global? Is that the MEXC Global token? Booming up 31% gains? That's a monster. Remember, Sunday night into Monday, worst time to trade in my humble opinion the whole week. Some people may love it. I find it ruins the edge. I find the market acts too sketchy and improbable. It kind of goes up and down. Wow, Bitcoin getting sloshed. 27,500 getting a pounding to the downside. China just woke up and they are dumping because of the Saudis and the others who said they would low oil production. Yeah, Kappa was right. Yeah. Be sober, be vigilant, be the adversary. The devil, as a roaring lion, walks about, seeking for who he may devour. It's so true, man. Bank of International Settlement has your bond number and can be requested, and you can look it up on the exchange. So weird, right? I'm wondering if this is going to work its way down to the 200 SMA on the 4 hours since the other moving averages are tight and far away. It's a really good sign and a thought process. Let's take a look at that idea for Bitcoin. I mean, there it is, right? You know, just like when we pump up to it on the to the upside, same thing happens. Trade right to the 200 SMA. Very likely that we do hit the 200 SMA, right? And hit the resistance point. 27,630, bouncing back to the upside slightly here. And again, a lot of ups and downs tonight. I personally don't trade Sunday night. All right, it doesn't mean I won't open up a trade if I see like a really good altcoin or something that I'm into. Like today, I bought some. I don't even remember what I bought, but I bought a coin. You know what I mean? I bought something. I don't know what I bought. Let me find out. Let me go to my order history. I bought some SDAO and some OP recently, and some Bitcoin. Right. I didn't want to buy that much Bitcoin. I was only supposed to buy 900 and keep the rest on the side, right? Funny, wait, the 1 hour had hidden bullish. Does it still have hidden bullish? Technically, that was hidden bullish, right? And we couldn't get above the zone. It's weird. Still swinging down. It's one of these nights I got to go to the 30-second again and see what's happening on the flag. We got a bearish divvy there. 30-second bearish divvy, bullish divvy, sorry. But it's a bear flag in my humble opinion. Getting a little bit of a bounce. Now we need to get back above this resistance so you can clearly day. Now you have 27,750. You get back above that, you could possibly kind of recover back in the zone here. But yeah, it's a sketchy night. Sunday night, acting like a regular Sunday night. So news is that Saudi is lowering oil production. China is dumping Bitcoin. Short squeezing back on the map now. They got more short squeezes coming up. They're going to squeeze you one way. They're going to squeeze you this way. They're going to get all the high leverage traders on either end of the board and take you down. It's kind of just what they're going to do. It's what we see all the time. All right. Shout out to the 577 people on the live. 421 likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. Dumping into the moon, brother. You're funny. Can we finally buy the dip? Do you place more emphasis on the 200 SMA on the 4 hour? Yeah, I do. 1 hour more before all time frames from daily gets to the lowest oversold levels. $100 down is a dump. Nah. Damn, wish I bought today, not yesterday. Oh well. I'm wondering if it's going to work its way down to the 200 SMA on the 4 hours since the other moving average. I like what you said there, man. Let's take a look at MEXC, CFX, XLM. Let's take a look at our total market cap to see what we're doing on the weekly chart too. So let's take a look at our total. Wow, total getting a massive dump now on the weekly chart. Look at that. It's like a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly now. Looking pretty nasty with these two wicks to the downside. Interesting. The weekly pretty oversold. What if we get a massive dump? What if we get a massive dump to the downside? Yikes. The daily kind of still not over yet. Look. Interesting, huh? Could be making the right shoulder still. End of the day, I mean, it is a rising wedge once to break to the downside. Look at that. 68% of the time. 22 hours over beat, right? Oh, but it's heading down lower now and staying in the zone. See, this is so interesting. You get so many mixed signals here recently. I'm just keeping it real. This is that same area that we're looking at for Bitcoin. So we're just watching this type of flag here. And if this can stay in the flag, we gone, baby, gone. Remember, the moving averages are bullish. It's interesting. And the 4 hour wants to pump too. It's getting oversold. Doesn't mean it can't dump down, though. So some mixed signals on total market cap. Let's take a look at MEXC. I mean, MEXC going to dump at Bitcoin dumps. Clear as day. Right? Let's take a look at MEXC here on KuCoin. And it's in a rising wedge. Rising wedges are just, it's a sketchy, like right now, honestly, it left the pattern when it left that, right? And yeah, I looked at it as a long possibly, but it just, I wasn't like in love with it. I'll tell you, it wasn't like, oh. Look at the 3-day chart, or the 2-day chart, which is a bit overbought. You're kind of far away from the 21-day moving average. So look, if we look at the bigger time frame, I would exit trade out personally. You know what I mean? Bitcoin's too sketchy right now. I want to find like a better position. But look, MEXC could do something like this and interact with the 2-day, with the 21-day moving average here before it gets its time. Looking like it might come down to the 21-day on the 2-day chart here for MEXC. Could continue to the upside. It very well may. It has to stay above this new beautiful support zone that it's made at about 450, right? Yeah, 4, is that 480? Yeah, 484 is the area that I'm looking at for MEXC. But hope it doesn't. Arbitrum, next Polygon. You got to hold some Arbitrum on the low. I do. You do whatever makes you happy. Bitcoin's crashing. Look. You're funny. I'm pulling the trigger on a full Bitcoin. Screw it. I would DC. I mean, do whatever makes you happy. Do whatever makes you happy. I personally would DCA right now. If I had enough for a full Bitcoin, I'd be putting in like 9 grand at a time. Because we might go lower tomorrow. You know what I mean? And but I guess if you don't want to miss out, you never know. But I always just take it. I just learned to always take it in chunks. You know what I mean? 3 grand here, 4,000 here, just little by little, and it adds up over time. Always feels like it drops $200 right after you exert the orders. I know, isn't that funny? So we don't have a clear path for Bitcoin. We'll be swapping alts mainly, not really buying, so it's okay either way. I got you, man. I like OP more than Arbitrum for more gains. Interesting. We were saying that the other day. They asked me on the live, and I said, man, I'll take OP over Arbitrum too, just based on the the multiples. The multiples just looks better to me on the idea there. Let's take a look at CFX on the super chats. Thank you so much, Lifer Friend. Conflux. And do you guys think it's easy to show up every single day of your life on a live stream? Definitely not, but it's fun. You guys make it fun. You guys make it awesome. You guys make me want to show up every single day, no matter what, no matter how, no matter what's going on in my life, no matter what the charts say, no matter how many times I've made, ups and downs. Hey, I might have a losing trade that I got to come out and talk about. This is trading life 101, day in and day out, right? Day in and day out. No one likes to talk about the losses. The losses are not fun. Nobody likes to talk about the losses. They're not fun, but they happen. They're real, and they're part of trading, okay? And how you deal with them is what's going to turn you into a trader or not. Can you handle the losses? Can you mitigate them? Do you know how to use proper risk management so they aren't so bad, all right? And that's the key. That's the key to almost everything in life. Trading just is another aspect of life. So we already hit CFX for a gain there. Now it's going up and down. That's an M pattern. Your moving average is a little far away. 2-day chart's kind of indecision. Your 3-day chart could move. 1 hour's looking sketchy. And if Bitcoin dumps, it's going to dump everything. Just newsflash. Your coin looks great, but Bitcoin dumps. This thing could dump down here on an M pattern. So I'd look for it to bounce. If it bounced here and it consolidated, I would then look to get in. So I'd watch it for a few days and see what happens. If it can stay in the zone, it's more likely it's a win. You know what I mean? It's more likely a win. So the bulls have bounced back off the zone, but it's been a sketchy night for sure. And that's kind of what I said on the thumbnail. It didn't look amazing. I said bulls don't want to see this, and so far we're not seeing what the bulls want to see. It hasn't been so amazing. All right. Okay. I'm going to start valuing my portfolio and how many toilet paper rolls it can buy. I think that is the answer. USD just doesn't make sense anymore. US just makes no sense anymore. What do you guys think of that? You know what I mean? Amen. Even, you're funny, man. BTC TP. Yeah. Because look, average price of toilet paper. All right? So it's the average price of a toilet, toilet paper, pacer by cheap toilet paper. Well, just the regular, I want on the whole thing. Okay, so look, about 1188, 7, Cottonelle. If you go cheap, if you get the really nice stuff, 26. So let's go for 12 bucks. Let's go for 12 bucks. 18 mega rolls. All right. Unless you want a flushable, unless you're the flushable wife kind of person. I have a bidet in the house, so, it works for me. On both toilets, we have bidets on both toilets, so it's just the way to be. It's the cleanliness way to be. So we'll go for 12 bucks. I'm going to go for $12. All right. $12. All right. So here's the deal. Now we're going to go to BTC on the calculator. And we're just going to see at 27,690 divided by, all right, divided by 26 divided by $12. So Bitcoin is 2,300 toilet paper rolls right now. Okay. So, if right now AGIX is, you know what I mean? So that's the deal. So right now Bitcoin is 2,300 in toilet paper rolls, right? So far, I think Bitcoin will eventually be 23,000 toilet paper rolls. Okay. What do you think? I think eventually one Bitcoin will be 23,000 toilet paper rolls. Okay. Do we think USA has a chance to recover all the recent damage that has been done of recent? Never. They printed way too much money. Bro, that toilet better be pressure washer if I'm coming to your house. Oh, that thing is... You want me to videotape it right now and show you how... All right. Hold on. Who can handle this? Who can handle me? I don't have my phone on me. But I'm gonna put a clear screen in front of it one day and videotape the pressure. And I'm telling you, it's like a fire hose. You have to hold down or you're gonna get blasted off the toilet, man. Bro, you're funny, man. Do you think USA has a chance to recover? No, I don't know. Dollar General Septic Safe only ply newspaper. Who's suffering? You're funny. I hope it goes to zero. They should create a token for toilet paper. Swipe coin. Swipe Inu. Toilet Inu. The water is not too cold, but it's like lukewarm usually. It's like room temperature. It's not too cold. It's like about room temperature, man. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. All right. All right. Look at the bulls behind me. You got to love that, right? With the bulls in the background. I thought that's so funny. I love that scene. You'll be all right. Yeah, see? They're like Buffalo, but still, isn't it funny? You know what Brave's doing. It's the Brave browser, man. Los Angeles police identified in Trader Joe's parking lot. Wow. An hour ago. Are you kidding me? It just doesn't stop, man. It doesn't stop. Anyway. Toilet paper rolls, man. I never thought we were going to talk about toilet paper. Let's talk about the next super chat. The only way the U.S. fixes the current damage is if we go to about 68% income tax or 35% universal sales tax. And neither of those would ever actually pass since lawmakers are owned. Did you sack Pulse Chain? If so, what do you think of it? I sacrificed Pulse Chain. Honestly, I only did it because other people think it's good. I don't know. You know what I mean? I have some good friends that love Hex and Pulse Chain. I have some other good friends that don't like Hex and Pulse Chain. Like, I'm on the, you know what I mean? I have people on one end, people on the other. I always speculate, you know what I mean? I'm in the market, so if Hex went up huge and I missed out, I'd probably kick myself. So I put a couple racks in it, not a lot of money, you know, just to see what would happen. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know? Hey, everyone. Much love and the beautiful blessings to all. Hex is either hate or love, baby. I know, isn't that funny? That's what I found about it. There's no in the middle when it comes to Hex. I'm in the middle, though. I don't hate or love it. I'm just whatever. I'm a speculator, man. I learned not to fall in love with these coins, man. I fall in love with my wallet. I fall in love with a real estate investment for cash flow. I like to turn my crypto into real estate cash flow. I haven't done it yet, as I can't say I like to, but that's the plan. You're going to watch me build a portfolio, and that's the plan. Let's take a look at Stellar Lumens. Wow, Stellar continuing to pump to the upside. What a nice little gainer, huh? We talked about it right here, and Stellar continued up 23% gains. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Stellar Lumens with the gang. We nailed it again. And actually, it's pretty hot compared to the rest of the market right now. You can see kind of when I first put out Stellar Lumens. It said it's going to follow Bitcoin, you know, Stellar, XLM, XRP. So right here, I'm putting out the chart. This is the exact chart I gave it to you. I said XLM follows XRP most of the time, 326. And you're going to see, oh, load, baby, load. That's waiting too long to load. Still not loading. That's whack. A bit strange, eh? Anyway. That's weird. That's not good. That usually freezes me up. No, I don't like this. I don't like what's happening right now. Everything just turned black. Oof, the VPN was getting crazy. Can't load an older one. Anyway, I'll just click on the picture. So here's the deal. That was Stellar Lumens. I put it out right there, tight in the channel. Was it 0? I can't read that, but you can see, you can resemble the idea here. And then look, that was it right there. No stop loss got hit. It continued to pump up 23% gains for Stellar Lumens. These are the types of things people learn in the trading group. All right. Let's take a look at KuCoin for Doge. Doge is going to follow Bitcoin. All right. Everything's going to follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin can't make a move here and starts to tumble, everything else is going to tumble. I'm just telling you. All right. They want to bring us to our knees. You know that. You know that. You know they want to end life. They want to end the regular economic opportunities that people have. They don't want the average person to be so happy and be able to get somewhere. They want you to have nothing and be happy and eat bugs and live in a 15-minute city. You know this. You know this. You know this. Look, resistance, resistance, resistance. Can't get back above the resistance. We must get above the point of control to remain bullish. 146% gains out of this thing, but daily's a little overbought for me, right? 2-day chart's a little overbought too as well. I don't see a lot of, Doge doesn't look absolutely amazing to me. 4-hour time frame's getting oversold. It could make a bounce, but it's at a resistance area and can't get back above the zone. So Doge, to me, likely to come probably down here to the bottom of the pattern. Because even when we get a huge Bitcoin move, like all the altcoins aren't going to fly. I'd wait for Doge to come and bounce. That would be how I would look to get in. But I believe it's highly likely coming down here for a double bottom, in my humble opinion. But again, I could be wrong. And I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, so you never know. Immutable X is on the radar. I'm going to talk about it kind of more of a long-term idea, though. So look, it's got this falling wedge. It's got a bit of a cup and handle. It's got an Adam and Eve double bottom in a way. And the previous resistance, bounce, a little bit of resistance, and another bounce there. High volume node sticking out. Let's look at our fixed volume profile on the back end here. And so look, I mean, we're bouncing off these areas. We come to the value area low, which is right here. There's really not much pepper sauce there at about 83 cents. Telling me that, you know, and we've already kind of tested the region. So that's why I like where we're sitting here at this high volume node sitting right there. You see it? It's cross, you know, they cross each other right there with the high volume nodes. I like what I'm seeing for that idea, but we must hold back above this area. The 4-hour looks like it's going to blast. The daily looks like it's good to go. And even the 22-hour looks pretty nice. And this is getting a lot of news. It's got ZK rollups. It's got Metaverse. It seems to have everything going for it right now. Immutable X is on the radar. I'm definitely watching it. However, Bitcoin dumps. This will dump too. And it could come right back down. I believe this will be the lowest it goes, though, on this rounded bottom area for accumulation. Long term, I don't know, 2-3 years from now, I think at least into the bull run, 2.5, 18 months from now or more, I believe this thing can rally into some big numbers. Immutable X is a great project with a lot of people behind it. It can do some big things. Stacks holding. Yeah, look, STX is probably the hottest coin. I've been hearing about it on KuCoin, on Twitter lately. Everyone's been loving this game, you know, this coin. So let's take a look here. Let's break it down. I have this projection for it here, right? Like it go to the upside. Bang, like so. And like this. STX. And it could get all the way up to about here. Right? Look at that. That's what I'm looking for. All right? And I want this bounce on the 22-hour time frame for STX. So many people bullish on this coin. And, you know, so there you have it. STX at what? 91 cents. It gets back above a bean. It's probably gone. And my measured move takes it to where? About what? 270, 248, 250 region. Anything could happen, but I like what STX is doing here to the upside. All right. Keep this on the radar. Look, I got an alert here. I just keep moving it and adding to it. When that crosses, I get another alert. Look, the MACD turning up. Look, you even have some hidden bullish divergence because this is swinging up. Well, this is swinging pretty much to the downside. That's a hidden bullish divergence if you ask me. You know what I mean? Which tells me that the trend will continue to the upside. And you had it here. Look, it played out here. Look, swing up to swing up. Like, I'll take away the moving averages to make it really clear for you. Who here does not know what hidden bullish divergence is? Who here in the chat doesn't know what hidden bullish is? Hardest working man in crypto. Shout out to Tad McAfee in the game. Only left time frame is the 45-minute and 1 minute, which is not in the oversold region. 42 subscribers. Nice. 42,000, baby. On our way to 50K. We got them. We finally got them. It's been a blessing. It's been a blessing. Only left time frame is the 45. Me. I like what I'm seeing here. So look, swing up to swing up. And this, look, it swings down. So if you go back in time here, let me show you something really clever. So you go back in time. Once you establish this idea, it basically said there was a 90% chance that Stacks was going to make a high higher than this high. You're going to move up and close a candle above this high. Doesn't mean you're not going to come down again and go lower than that high, but it means you're likely to make a high higher than the high. Now they're short squeezing 27,770 and getting back into the zone. Remember, it's going to be heavy volatile tonight. I can smell it and feel it. Kind of a lot of fear in the air. You know, Asia doesn't really know what's going on. You got like, there's some up and down going on right now in the market, right? And they're just going to liquidate everyone who's kind of on either side of the fence. I'm happy I didn't open up a trade. I would have been watching it go up and down. It would have driven me insane. So, smart move. You know, there's days where it's way more stressful to trade and days where it's better to trade based on liquidity, based on ideas. Like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday tend to be really better days to trade than Saturday night, Sunday night. You know what I'm just saying? And Monday. I'm just giving you these are just the facts. All right? These are just trading facts, trading 101. All right? You'll get to know these things as you continue to move in your trading career, right? STX is on the radar. 22-hour looking good. 4-hour could come back down. Not loving it. 1 hour's pushing up, but not amazing. And 50-minute could swip on you. So again, 22-hour also suggests a nice big pump coming for STX. So if anything pumps tonight, I believe it's going to be STX. And again, if Bitcoin tanks, it's going to take everything down. But this is the strongest coin I've found in a minute. It's very, very strong. So and remember, your first month of the trading group, if you're new, not the month to trade. Usually it's the month to get get yourself set up. Ask yourself how to open up stop loss. Understand how to use the exchanges. Spend a few weeks just deep diving that. The next couple of weeks, we have the TA and learning library here for you to jump on in, right? The directory and the library archive. This is where I would just get it in and go and watch all these videos, every single video that I've made for you to kind of keep you going, keep you privy to what's happening. Also, this awesome Discord advice. If you're a beginner in my trading group, understand that every single trade that I put out is a swing trade, honestly. Everything should have a stop loss. Every trade should have a stop loss. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but every single time you trade, not playing that. Something's up. The VR, the something's going on. There should be a stop loss. Okay. Anyway, so STX looks okay. 27,750. It's getting crazy tonight. Yeah, it's all about setting the limit order to try to catch it. I like what you're doing there. Calamari, my man's looking at. Kind of like that double bottom idea. We already hit that trade work 33% the last time I put it out. I haven't looked at it since. David's got something in the setup. Check out the elite traders also pumping setups out in the trading group. Not just me, baby. Not just me. All right. Bounce or drop. Transitions in those videos are super loud. I know, right? Who made those? Tell my team to turn them down. Now, we'll figure it out. I'll go over them. I didn't get to go over that. Wamp, do. Join the trading group. There's amazing traders to learn from every day, man. There's someone in there giving you good, just giving you good ideas, or just willing to open up and show you what they're thinking about and what they're doing. First thing you want to do is know your divergences, support or resistance, and begin to build. That's how it all starts. That's how it all starts. So all the 3S tokens are getting some love now, right? Look at even the 22-hour on DOT. I mean, if we look at the 22-hour, a lot of these time frames want to pump. So look, if Bitcoin does dump, let's be unbiased. Let's make sure that it could be any way. I mean, this is interesting. What if this pumps up to the 200 SMA? Like, there's a chance that is going to close the gap here for DOT. So I would watch this trade possibly. If Bitcoin starts dumping, this is going to be a trade that's going to pay. And this is why you always want to have a short on deck just in case. That would pay you seriously, right? And it kind of says it could happen. So it's interesting enough. I mean, even for a little bit of a pump. So I'm going to watch this. I'm going to put this on the radar. And you know what? I can't stay one way or the other. That looks so nice to me. That tells me that Bitcoin's going to take a nasty dump into tomorrow morning. So it tells us we're going to get some weird news tomorrow. Some FUD. It looks like we're getting some FUD this week. That's what kind of I'm already seeing. They're already setting up for FUD. You can smell it. I can smell it. Some type of news coming out this week that's going to make people think Bitcoin's, in the crosshairs again, or something strange is happening. I can feel it. I can't explain exactly why. Like, I got an instinct of energy coming our way. DOT short, oversold on the 22-hour. Looks pretty interesting to me, right? It's probably beat on the 4-hour time, right? It should be overbought on the 4-hour. It's getting there, but that doesn't mean it can't breach, go sideways, and then continue up on the 22. Very, very interesting. DOT 3S possibly on the radar here. And I don't like to overpost Monday night. Just not my thing. They're on full attack. Realize the real lies. Yep. Realize the real lies. Wow. They want the Bitcoin on the cheap. I'd love to join the trading group. Been learning everything I can as fast as I can. But as disabled dad, husband, and hard-pressed to find ways to justify an absolutely non-necessary expenditures. I think you would find it's a necessary expenditure once you realize what you get out of it. You know what I mean? I would like, honestly, I believe that you're not lying to me. But if every single person wrote me a story, but I mean, you know, email us at cryptolifers@gmail, man. And if you could convince my wife, man, she's a real easygoing. She might just give you a month to try it out. You know, you never know. I'm not saying anything, but cryptolifers@gmail. But don't have 100 people email me, man. Just that dude, wife and hubster. If we lose 25-6 support, we're in trouble. And we're not in trouble, but yeah, it wouldn't be a good look. It won't be a great look at all, for sure. But we have a ways to go before there. Like we have the 777s. Look at the 777s every time I show up. The 777s. Watch, it'll disappear in a second now. Look, and all 7s now. Every time I touch this chart, it turns into all 7. You don't think this is a simulation? You don't know. The second I came here, it goes this, and then it stays. Watch, I'll pull away, and I'll walk away, and it won't be the 7s anymore. I'm just saying, like, it happens all the time. When I touch the chart, it turns into 777s. So creepy, man. It's helped me 200%. Doge, please. We already did Doge, man. He said, yeah, rather blessed they are that they never heard the word of God and keep it. He said, yeah, rather. Blessed are they that heard the word of God and keep it. Amen. He did Doge already. The 99 is the best 99 a month I could think of spending. Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate you, brother. So let me look at the last thing I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. Can you check Gala, brother? Sam's motivation is worth the price of admission. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate you, man. You're the man, dude. Look, we finally have a bit of bullish divergence here on the 1 hour time frame on Bitcoin. Look at it. It's saying, hey, I want to hold the zone. It's a bit of an exaggerated, but no, it's actually a real bullish divergence. Oh, my finger slipped. So look, we close in on the 1 hour here, and we'll double click on it. And look, that's an uptrend, right? And we're on the low stochastic, and that's a clear downtrend. That's a beautiful place to long Bitcoin right there. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful place to long Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. I'm not supposed to, but I want to long that right now. I really believe that you're going to bounce. There's going to be a nice bounce to the upside here on this bullish divergence. I've seen it so many times in my life, and we're going to skyrocket right back up to 28,300, and we're all going to be just like, oh yeah. And then we're going to stay inside the zone, and then we're going to wake up. Look, I tell you, tomorrow morning, we wake up in this green box sideways. I'm telling you. My prediction for Bitcoin is we wake up tomorrow morning sideways in the zone, somewhere in this circled area in my green box. And I'm going to leave it there tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. There's nothing else. Don't play yourself. I'm out. I'm out. This is for the Lifer Friend, man. And someone else had his birthday too in the trading group. There was 2 people. Shout out to Lifer Friend, man. God bless you for everything you've done for me and my channel, man. Don't stop, man. I need all of you more than you realize. Do not leave me hanging. Y'all think just because I'm booming up to the upside, I don't need nobody. I need each and every one of you every single day. I have 3 people watching me. You people put me on the map. You people got me here. Thank you to each and every one of you. Gratitude is the attitude. God bless you, Lifer Friend. Happy birthday. I'll see you all in the next one. I'm out. I'm out. My loyalty is real. I will never fail.